Hey, True Believers England team here, 10:30. Time to rank some covers. Tonight we are doing Atlas Seaboard. This was your suggestion, Eric. And I went through, I tried to get the coolest, tried to make sure that we had a good selection of different genres. And I made sure that we didn't touch on the same character twice, which was really easy because Atlas Seaboard has a lot of one issue wonders. There are only a few that actually had multiple issues to them. So I went ahead with that. I made sure that there was no doubling up, like one Destructor, and if they did have multiple issues, and I tried to get as many different genres. So got a good mix here. Also, around the halfway point, we're going to be doing the bracket fight, and tonight should be interesting. I'm kind of interested in where you guys are going to go, considering the last time these covers were up. That being said, while we're waiting for everybody to get in, and hello to RDV.
Hey, how's it going?
If you don't mind, I've got a few books to show. I've got a lot of books. A whole bunch of them are going to be like dollar books, $2 books that I got in, but I don't have time to show those right now. We got Fantastic Four number 208. That's going to be the auction tomorrow for $3. And so is Avengers 192, Avengers 154, and Avengers 159. And then we've got a few 5 to big dogs. Well, this one, I'm going to check this one out. I think this is a $5 book. It's anymore. I'll adjust appropriately. And then we've got Spider-Woman. These will be around 6 or 8. There you go. That's issue number 31. And then we have issue number 34. And then issue number 38, co-starring the X-Men. And issue number 39, which is the negative space issue. I've always loved this cover right here. Next up, we have Showcase Presents issue number 100. And I just thought these covers were cute, and they're kind of cheesecakey covers, so I picked them up. This one's going to be a $5 book because it's a little roughed up, and this is issue number 6 of Anthro. It looks like Betty and Veronica, the caveman years.
Hello, it's Amy and Melissa Lesser.
Hello, hello. And then we have Anthro number 4. And next up, the 35th anniversary, 400th issue of Adventure Comics, starring Supergirl.
Man spreading above her? How dare he?
Yep. And these are definitely going to be in the big dogs, but I don't know how Cartoon Comics have been selling in the auction recently. I just put out feelers, see if I could win it, but here's Dynamite number 1. So there we go. Which, by the way, is it's more expensive than you would think. I'm actually surprised. These things, when I saw it, I was like, okay, well, let's put a few bucks on it here. And I've tried to get this a couple of times. This thing has been going $30-40. That shocked the shit out of me. I did not expect that. I did not pay that much for this one, though. Which means you shall not pay that much for this one. Alrighty, but those are going to be in the auction tomorrow, as well as some others I've gotten. I picked up a small collection. One thing I thought about, though, I know we have people like ZACK who like the New Warriors. I kind of when I saw these, I thought, oh, okay, I'll pick these up because I've always seen the earlier issues. I've got some of those here too, but I don't really run into the later ones. This is New Warriors 75. Normally just don't run into them. But I got a collection of New Warriors. I think Firestorm, as you can see right here, and some other books, Green Hornet, Green Lantern. Those will probably be in sets. But yeah, so please join us for tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to be doing ourselves an auction. Cool. And hello to Amy. How are you doing? Well, not here yet.
She was. She sighed
Hi.
before.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Lissa's trying to figure out if she can practice her guitar or if her strumming's going to bother everybody.
Like you between observations.
I'll tell you what. Let's hear it.
Oh, good heavens! I'm still learning. I'm just learning fingering.
So you're like ding, 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 ding. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an electric guitar, isn't it?
It's a semi-hollow jazz guitar,
Okay. All right.
Nice.
which is electric. Yes.
You know our friend Frugal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you talk to him, see if he can't help you out there. He's really good, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
cool! I didn't know that.
Captain Frugal.
All right. Okay, so it looks like the whole family is here. Let's get this thing going. So just out of curiosity, how many people here are actually familiar with Atlas? I mean, other than, of course, myself and more so Eric than me even.
Well, not the mythological character.
No, we're talking about the comic book company.
You know,
Okay,
I remember.
well,
I don't think I remember.
I could not name a single character.
this is
I was gonna say, are they affiliated with Marvel or no?
I gave him
No.
a brief history lesson during
All
the
right,
first
never
reading.
Ah.
Something else.
Wait, what? I didn't hear what you said. What's your name?
What?
What's your name? You said
Um,
I. And he
Oh
didn't
no, we're out of character now.
okay.
We're always in character.
Alrighty, so the good thing is you guys are probably going to be seeing these covers for the first time. So
and the better
with
thing is, most of you will probably be seeing them for the last time as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be a lot that I do not expect a lot of 10s from, but I'm very interested to see how you guys react. Let's get this thing started. MK, you're in the starting block, so here you go. You get to start us off with the Tarantula issue, or Weird Suspense featuring the Tarantula, issue number 2.
Oh, reminds me of, like, the era of, like, the Creature Black Lagoon type of monsters here. Yeah, that's cool. Is that a spider web? That's neat.
Yep.
Yeah. Spider cult, spider. Okay, yeah. Tarantula. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go 10 on this one. I love how there's, like, they're fighting on literally a giant web in between buildings, and I just realized that's a female one on top, strangling the guy. This is just hilarious.
All right.
And that girl outside, like, what the hell is going on? I saw a window. Yeah, I'll go 10 on it. It looks like
Okay, Eric.
Yep. So the world outside your window at Atlas was 2 arachnid-like creatures fighting. I think I'm gonna have to agree with MK, because I said I know what you were saying before we started, but this one has really good perspective, a really cool superhero battle, an onlooker that doesn't look out of place. It's nice dark sky. I like this. I'm going to say 10.
All righty, we got 2 10s. Maybe I'm going to be wrong on this.
No, I don't think
will
so.
be pleasantly surprised.
Maybe on this one.
RDV, what do you say?
Well, the world outside your window. We were just friends. He wasn't cheating on you. He's in his pajamas, which his wife caught him cheating with another woman. And she's trying to strangle midair. And I thought that was her foot in the middle there, but it's actually his hand. That's at first. I was like, let's get dinosaur foot. I guess these are all 70s. These aren't the.
This is all 1975.
How's this guy?
Yeah, it's not Marvel Atlas. It's Atlas.
Okay.
Sea Biscuit or something like that.
It's more like, think of it as leftover Marvel.
Right?
Yeah, so I was asking before. I thought it was other Atlas, but yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking
It's
too.
Kmart It's Kmart Marvel.
All right. I'll go 6.
Alrighty.
You're out of
How
the
about you,
way.
Amy?
Well, the city seems nicely rendered. The human characters seem to be drawn well, and the environment just kind of fits in together. The colors are fine. The characters are the spider characters here in the foreground are, I think, drawn well enough. Though I can't say I particularly enjoy looking at them. It's good. In fact, it's probably very good. If you like monstery characters, you would probably say this is very good. So I think I can give it an 8.
Alrighty, Melissa.
I'd say basically the same. The environments, they're very detailed. The webbing's well done. It's very well rendered. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid art.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, yeah, definitely an 8.
Alrighty. 2 8s from the Lesters. And yeah, I agree. I like all the details.
Mhm.
The lighting is good from their perspective, the street lights going on. You see, and here's something I do appreciate.
Mhm.
If you look at the people in the street, they're looking up.
Yeah.
There's going on. This isn't how they try to play New Yorkers off, like New Yorkers never look up. Is that true, MK? New Yorkers never look up?
I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, maybe when if there's like an explosion, now everybody looks up because especially since 9/11. But
Of course.
yeah, someone's getting mugged or stabbed though. Usually people keep walking, but
Yeah, I mean that's so hat, right? Alrighty. Yeah, there's you got some kooky creatures, and you're right. The hand does look like a foot. Overall, I guess I could get on that 8 train. Alrighty, and let's go see what everybody else says. I have a few of the most of the number ones, and Wolf and Iron Jaw says Jackson. Let's see. It's awesome dynamite. I know, right? Aqualad says 9. And starting the night off with a 10 for me, says Interweb. So we've got a 9 and a 10. And we have a 9 from Brian and Jackson as well. And let's see, 7 from Ice Tops. What's up? And we have a 7 to Trusty as well. And then we have 7 from Ethereal and a 9 from American Boyd saying it's weird and funky. Nice action. Okay, we got a 7 and a 9.
Oops.
Tarantula number 2 says Maranya, excellent background that sets the scene. This feels like 70s Marvel. Well rendered character battle, scored an Atlas 10. 9 for Michael Taylor saying nice detail and perspective. And okie dokie, let me get that down. We got 9 here. Well, I'm late, but I made it. 6 says Henry, agreeing with RDV.
Yep.
You're not late. We just we really did start a couple of minutes ago. This is the first one. I could be wrong, but I believe several former Marvel artists and writers were hired at Atlas Seaboard. AU gives this an 8, and it looks like Glinzer gives this a 9, and I do believe that is that as far as the biddings go. Let me put the stop in.
Yeah, you're not late. We're just on time.
I know, right? That normally doesn't happen. All right, bringing this down. What we have, 2 6s taking out 2 of the 4 10s, and then we have 3 7s knocking out the last 2 and 1 of those 6 9s, and we have 4 8s working on those last 5 9s, but the 9s hold out, and so Tarantula goes to the 9s. All righty, MK. Next is Eric. You get Wolf the Barbarian. This is issue number 3.
Wolf.
And there's a particular reason why I picked this one out. I'm going to see if any of you can pick up on it. Start for Wolf 3. Okay, here comes the start, guys. Oh, yeah, I got Glinzer's 9. Thank you.
You read it off.
All right, Eric. What do you
I
see?
think I will give this a 7.
Okay.
The rats are cool.
All right, RDV.
Before there were turtles, there were giant rats.
Oops.
I'm gonna go 7 with this.
All right. Amy.
I actually like this. The ROUSs are really cool, and we've got a cool, like, heroic, like, barbarian kind of character, and well, I don't know, maybe she'll be a powerful magic user and she can do something cooler in a later issue. But still, this looks neat. From everything I've heard, I better just give out at least 1 10 tonight. So I'll give this one a 10.
All righty. So, Melissa, what do you say?
Let's see. Let's see. I guess it's just the. Oh, just kind of looking at the way her hips were kind of drawn.
Oh, his shield is kind of in front of her knee, so it's giving an extra. Yeah,
that's why it feels a little odd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, it's not a crease. There's a spike coming out of the middle part of the shield.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. The flame effect in the background is very impressive. Yeah, this is a solid cover. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty. And MK.
Yeah, I like it too. Honestly, fighting 3 evil master splinters, Kmart He-Man. One thing I've noticed, or maybe this is before He-Man, if it is, my mistake. But I noticed that something no one has brought up. The girl is actually chained up. She's got, if you look at her arms, she's
Just one is, I guess.
Yeah.
No, both of them are.
Yeah, both of them are. You can see.
Where's the other chain though?
It goes right. You can actually see it going behind the eye and up to the F.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah. Wow, that's.
Yeah, because at first I thought she was just scared and just waving her arms, but then get up close and you can see it. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like the detail, the fire. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'll go 10 on it.
All right. But my question is she straddling a mountain? Like, what is going on there? Because whatever that green thing is that they're on top of, she's got one leg on one side and the other on the other side. Nope. Okay, that's my bad. Nope. Okay, if you look, I just saw it. If you look under his shield arm, you see the other leg. Okay, now it's making sense. All righty, now it's an okay one. I'm gonna stick with the 8s though on this one.
It looks like a hill on fire. Okay,
yeah, I like the colors. I like the fire effects. I like the fact that the red kind of spreads up from the fire. Of course, you guys mentioned the rats or the rodents of unusual size, which, by the way, I almost postponed the auction because Carrie Elways is here in Muncie, and they're doing a road show of Princess Bride, and after you watch the movie, he answers audience questions.
Nice.
I so wanted to do that. Unfortunately, no money. Eric Boyd says 10, and Ethereal says 8, and Jackson says 9. So we've got an 8, a 9, and a 10. Next up, we have Ice Top saying 9. Aqualad says 9, and so does Glenzer. So we've got 3 9s. And then we have 8 from Trusty, as well as Michael saying cool cover. And Ethereal says, I don't believe they exist. Reminds me of Mike Kluge. I like Wolf number 1 better. Wolf 3 gets a 6. Alrighty. And then let's see the 2 8s. Brian Stam says 9. Good action. Cheryl's says 8. So we got an 8 and a 9. And Maranya, Wolf number 3, lots of rat critters menacing the hero and damsel in distress, well-rendered characters, black background sets off the colorful art well. Motion line of Wolf's sword is great, score it a 10. And then, let's see, 10 from AU hits the genre on the nose for the time. Scantily clad pretty lady in peril. Brave dude swinging a sword on some monsters. And then we've got a 9 from Interweb. So 9 and 10. I love England team wearing that shirt. You remind me of George Perez. Is he your favorite artist? He is indeed, sir. I'm not wearing this because of him. I'm wearing this because I'm from Florida and this is the official uniform. Which, by the way, George was from Florida too. He knew how to dress. Even though I thought these were all Master Splinter clones, great rat creatures, stupid rat creatures, going bone. All right, let's get the stop, and we'll get this one down. Boink.
Reference
And,
from Bone.
Yep. And what we got here, we've got 1-6 working on those 5 10s, 2 7s, try to help. They can't. It drops it down to 2. But then we've got 5 8s taking out 3 of those, the last 10s, and then 2 of the 6 9s. This is another 9. Alrighty.
How many of these have we done?
This is episode number 80.
Henry, do you know what you did just now?
What did he just did?
Prevented me from, for the first time in 80 episodes,
80 episodes.
having the lowest score in a book.
Wait, what?
I gave us a 7. If Henry hadn't gone 6, I would have had the lowest score, or tied for the first book in 80 episodes.
Funny.
That's true. That's true. You would have been the lone lowman.
Like I said, I'm the teacher everybody wishes they had. I give everything great grades.
Right. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna renumber everything. I'm going through them and I'm typing in the episode number just to keep track because I want to make sure I'm dead on that episode number 100.
According to Henry, you're dead on for that George Perez look with that shirt.
I know we went through that.
I know. I'm saying I want to agree with him because I didn't notice either.
It's the bald head and the beard works, although he had goatee.
It's probably the sex wing behind you.
Right.
That's what really does it.
Okay, RDV, you got a lot of talking in you, so you get the third one, and this is Grim Ghosts, number 1. Let me get the start in as you start us off.
Ooh, I don't like the design on that M. Looks like they forgot to do the second part of it. It's chopped off. But I like the ghost font. I guess it's a guy on a horse being chased by the devil.
That's exactly it.
And there's a bunch of lost souls in the flames. And I guess he should be doing shout at the devil, not shooting at the devil. That's the problem. I'm gonna go 6 on this. This is kind of weird.
Alrighty.
I don't like the arm going underneath him. It looks so weird. Out of proportions, wrong.
How about you, Lester's?
It's fine.
Be honest.
It's
You sound like you're talking to Ted Brewer
oh
from the reading.
yeah.
Let's go there, Gene.
Oh,
What you really think?
oh, it's great. It's wonderful. So, oh, look at the time.
Yeah.
The orange and yellows, I guess, are good, and the gray has kind of a nice, cool undertone, which contrasts
It's
with
the
it.
subject matter that doesn't
Okay.
drive with you, probably.
Yeah. 6.
Yep.
Alrighty. How about you, Melissa?
Maybe can I borrow your tablet? I can't see the
Oh,
glare on
sure.
the monitor,
Here you go.
so it's a little hard to see. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's an interesting combination of strengths and weaknesses. I think I'll give it a 6-2.
Alrighty.
Like, he needs to have Pegasus wings on that horse. Because what is he running on?
That would be cool.
Alrighty.
Look, that means-
How about you, MK?
Yeah. The horse kind of looks evil. You know, he's like all black, white eyes. Yeah, Zach would hate him. Yeah, so guy kind of reminds me of like a cross between like Batman and Zorro almost. I mean, the guy on the horse, it's the cape and the guns or whatever. But yeah, I see what I think was RDV was saying, that the arm looks weird. His right arm, you know, from the devil, looks a little awkward. I guess I'll go 8 on this one. Yeah, I do like the souls though. Yeah.
And Eric.
Well, the devil skipped arm day, and apparently his hand is backwards.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Because that looks like a finger, not a thumb. So
How can he be that good at fiddling?
he went to Georgia and majored in it.
He only did that because he was in a bind.
He was way behind. Willing to make a deal. Though, despite its flaws, this just looks cool. It's when his first glance, I saw this. This is a 10, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a rock band cover or something, right?
Sort of, doesn't it? Like a Molly Hatchet sort of thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now traveling down the road.
Sounds like a band name, Grim Ghost.
Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. So this is what I'm seeing. This is a guy who was alive about 3 seconds ago. Something happened. He's firing at something. I don't think it's the devil. I think it's the people chasing him. He gets hit. The devil is apparating, and that's why half of him is gone. He is forming because the grim ghost has now ridden into hell, and instead of shooting at people who were chasing him, obviously because his hand was broken, he couldn't fire back properly. He's now surrounded by damned souls as the devil is about to claim him. That's what I'm getting out of this cover when I see it. And that is pretty damn cool. I'm giving this a 9. All righty, let's go up and we see 10 from Eric Boyd. This is badass to me, says Eric Boyd. Ethereal says 8. So we've got an 8 and a 10. Next up, I was thinking of a 10 to combat Amy's score, but honestly, it is an 8. And no doubt, 10, great cover, color, and details. We have 10 from Aqualad. I'll give it a 7, says Trusty. And an 8 from Ice Tops and a 7 from Jackson Rakert. And then we have a 7 from Brian Stam, saying the horse looks like it came off a merry-go-round. And Grim Ghost, Henry says Grim Ghost number 1, 7. It's a good cover. Alrighty. Them's 2. And Maranya, Grim Ghost number 1, large looming demon menacing the hero. Lots of half-naked soul bodies in torment in the flames. Black background sets off the colors. Well, score it a ghostly 10. Cheryl says, nope, score it a 7. And Melissa gives us, give us your critique in song. You're being challenged now. You go, and then just go right on into I'm ranking, you know, like Cinder or Snow White. 8 from Interweb, dude. Alrighty. And let's see, is that Justice for the Mario Brothers? What? Okay, there we go. Let's get these done. I'll put 9 seizes the attention, but something ain't right about the hand, says AU. AU out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old. Can you help me? All right, we got the stop, and let me drop this one. Drop it like a hot. Okay, so it's 3 6s, taking away from those 5 10s. We've got 2 left, but we got 4 7s, and those 2 9s are gone, as well as 2 of the 7 8s. And that's where this stands. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. And next up is the Lester Sisters.
Oh.
You get the thumbnail. It's called Destructor, and it's issue number 1.
The Destructor, born of fury, sworn to vengeance. He is the Destructor. Well, this looks like a pretty straightforward superhero book, right?
Striped pants.
Yeah, that's
Striped
what it looks
pants
like.
are very cool. Huh. Well, I don't know. That's a pretty standard superhero cover, but it's well done. Lots of action. I guess this guy who fell over, did he just get like hit by a brick?
Yeah.
And that's why he's
He
falling
got
over?
bricked.
Okay. So he got smacked by just an incidental
Fallout.
brick.
Yeah, just like
yeah,
from
fallout
the
from that.
entrance. The
Mhm.
entrance knocked him out. I just hope he's one of the bad guys.
Yeah, hopefully.
And this isn't really awkward.
Yeah, hopefully he's one of the bad guys and not one of the hostages.
I'm here to
He doesn't
save
have a
you.
gun. Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what? I like it. It is. I would say it's awesome. Is it super awesome? Zelda. Oh, what the heck? I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. How about you, Melissa?
Let's see. A lot of this went right. I still it's not quite super awesome for me. It's just, I don't know, it was detailed and everything, but I think I could give it a 9.
All right.
Yeah.
And MK, what do you say?
I guess I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah, I like how he's punching through the wall. That one dude is totally getting knocked out by the guy trying to cover himself. And the girl looks like she's about to get her neck broken, you know? Yeah, I like her outfit too. Very, definitely very 70s. Yeah, I'll go 9.
Alrighty. How about you, Eric?
Well, when I first, when it first popped up, I thought, yeah, this is gonna be the one that proves what you said before it started. And I looked, I go, this is a really good superhero cover.
It's solid, yeah.
In case I was worried, it was drawn by Stan Lee's brother.
Huh.
but it was
Really?
inked by Wally Wood,
Yep.
which you can tell just by looking at the girl's face.
Yeah. Well,
And-
not just that's the girl's face, but
That's most obvious. I looked at this is a 10.
Alrighty. RDB.
there's a superhero on this cover. I had no idea. Yeah, that one villain is dead. Especially if those bricks came at him, he is just dead. The other one, it was you'd be able to duck down. You got the Tommy gun going at him. You got the guy shooting him. The girl is just kind of like she's choked. 10.
Alrighty. I'm going to go 9 as well. I think it's a well-rendered superhero cover, but it's very much, I mean, it's almost like what they would put on a kid's poster in the 70s. Good. It's pretty damn solid. I mean, a 9's a good score for it.
I mean, if you had the Kool-Aid Man in his place jumping through the wall,
Then it would be a 10.
Of
yeah,
course.
then it'd be 10 for you.
9 from Glenzer, a
Remember the
10
case?
from Jackson, and Eric and Boyd saying solid. So 2 10s and a 9. A 9, 2 10s. Next up, looks pretty cool. Give it an 8, says Ice Tops. And let's see, 8 from Aqualad and from Trusty, saying 8 for me. Let's see. I just like trying to bait. Wait, what? I didn't. Hey, can you help Florida man with his choice of fashion? Oh, okay, I get it. No. Not gonna work. Hey, you, would you help me to bury the line? Okay, anywho. 9 from Michael saying cool action pack cover. Ethereal saying 7, not feeling it. And AU saying 7, it's okay. Brian Stam gives it an 8. Is that the mask holding the damsel in distress? Alrighty. And then we've got 7 from Interweb. Alrighty. And Henry, Destructor number 1, Larry Lieber and Wally Wood, crazy combination. It looks like Kirby and Ditko. Give it a 7. All right. Let's see. Destructor number 1, hero acting like the Kool-Aid man to take out the thugs, holding the damsel in distress. Definite 70s Marvel superhero feel to the art. Score a Destructor 10. After 1984, many people thought Destructor was the Stay Puft. I see what you did there. All righty. Let's get that stop up here. It looks like it. And once again, if you guys have a late vote, feel free. Just put it in there. We'll score it and put the necessary changes. And what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, 5. 5, I tell you, 7s, right? Is that 7? Yeah. Taking out 5 of those 6 10s. 4 8s versus 1 10. And 6 7s. The 9s win. I mean, 6 9s, what I meant. The 9s win. All right, there we go. Zoink and Destructor is another 9. We got 3 9s already. I thought, in all honesty, I didn't think everybody was going to take to them the way they have been. I, so far, am wrong. Because I think they get better as they go. I lined them up that way from what I thought was the least dynamic to most. That being said, it's my turn. So I'm going to get number 5, and that is Tales of Evil.
Evil.
Let me get the start here. Start.
John, what happened? Well, you see, it took some road
Tales
games.
of Evil. Alrighty, and there you go. Alrighty, so John, what happened? The lady in the 60s disco shirt is saying we got a wolf man standing over a body that's not torn apart, but definitely dead. Okay, we got a nice night eerie tree. Grass is okay. I'm digging on this. I'm digging on this. I think I'm going to go 9 again. How about you, MK?
Yeah, I love the level of detail. Very eerie shot, the creepy tree, April O'Neil back there, that amalgam of it's like the Hulk and the Wolfman over a dead Constantine. Pretty. Yeah, I'll go 10 on this one. I just like the whole scenery, and I'm a big fan of moons in the background.
All right, Eric.
These are turning out to be a lot better than I thought they were going to.
I know, right? Isn't it cool? And I was full on expecting this to be a bloodbath, but there you go. I think it's going to be funny because if it turns out to be opposite, like the ones I thought were the cool ones are the ones that are going to start getting low scores.
This does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's nice background. Nice. I'm going to say 10 also.
All righty. Lester's.
Okay, Zelda, can you move your little butt? Here we go. All right, there you go. Okay, good. Let's have a look at this.
I totally skipped RDV, but we'll get to you after. Sorry.
Does he want to go first?
RDV, take your turn, and then we'll get to the last.
I was just going to say that I'm glad we saw it here, not at the auction. I have no idea what you should be screaming then. Yes. Tales of Ville. John, what happened? Blank. Yeah. Haven't heard that one in a while, have you? That is a weird looking werewolf. He's kind of stout, and he's not your typical werewolf. He's like a midget wolf. He's like a half a wolf. I do like the trees. I liked it. I love the logo, the evil, and all. And then obviously you got the dead guy on the cover. I mean, 10.
Alrighty. Now, Lester's.
Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got here? That is kind of a funny looking werewolf. He has curly hair. I guess that's okay. The lady up there is kind of cool. It's, these are a lot better than I was thinking they were going to be from what I've
solid
heard, but they're
illustrations.
pretty solid covers. I wonder though, is John this guy or is John the werewolf?
Interesting question.
Right?
Oh, that's actually something I didn't think of. Yeah.
So we don't really know.
In either case, E.
In either case, E. But maybe this guy was off to try and I don't know, kidnap her or something, and then that we don't know what's going on. So I think it seems like a cool cover, and there's some flowers in the foreground, which is pretty. I can't really fault it. I think I can give it a 10. I like her dress.
All right, Melissa, what do you say?
Okay. Yeah, this is solid illustration. The shading on the environment and okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Or my little cats are just kind of running around. I'm trying to do
climbing
some
all over everything.
Yeah, I'm doing some embroidery, and she's chasing one of the threads and got up on top of my tablet. So I'm like, no, we need to look at the art. And so she's like jumping off. I'm like,
What is it like to have a pet that crawls all over everything?
I know, right? You wouldn't know? You don't know?
Not even a little bit, no.
They don't try and get in the way or anything like that, or take off with your food, or.
Yeah.
It's very
So what do you think of the cover there, Melissa?
I think I'll give it a 9.
Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, and let us get to the chat. Alrighty, and we've got a 10 from Glinzer, a 6 okay but forgettable from Trusty, and an 8 from Ethereal. So a 6, an 8, and a 10. A 6, an 8, and a 10. And next up, Poor Commandy is dead. Brian says 9. Tales of Evil #1 gets a 6 from Henry and an 8 from Eric. I'm wavering, but that is where I go. So we got a 6, 8, 9. 12, 15, 18. 8 and a 9. Alrighty. And then this is a tough one, but 8 says Aqualaden and 10 from Ice Tops. 10 for Michael. Very cool cover and detail. I like werewolf covers. Alrighty. And 10 from Interweb Dude. I love the Wolfman. And then we have a 9 from Jackson Rickert saying even if it's Kirby-esque. So 2 10s and a 9. 1, 2, 3. Commander wears clothes. Asks MK. Maranya, Tales of Evil #1. CCA approved horror. Surprisingly, just enough moody background to set up a horror scene. Victim in the foreground with monster hovering over him. Concept sells the book. Score an evil 10. Alrighty, and AU says 9. Okay, and let's put up that stuff. And once again, if you have a late vote, feel free to put it in there. And we'll get this down, and let's see what we have. We have 2, by the way, 6s, taking out 2 of those 8 10s. And then we have 3 8s, taking out 3 more, and that leaves 3 10s versus 5 9s. Ladies and gentlemen, we have yet to get a 10, but this is a 9 fest so far, and that's not bad.
No. Awesome is awesome.
Awesome is awesome. Yes. Okay, and that was my turn. We're going to go around the bend one more time and start with MK. MK, you get it, the 6th cover, a whole different genre again. It's a Western, and this one is called Kid Cody Gunfighter, the Comanche Kid. Why is it in Western action? Oh, there it is, Western action, starring Kid Cody Gunfire, the Comanche Kid. Okay, there you go. Now I'm there. Let me get a start for this one. MK,
Yo, what's up?
it's your turn.
Oh yeah. I wanted to wait till you were done typing the start thing. All right, okay. Yeah, I was just looking at it. Yeah, this one's cool. You know, nice. I love how the house is on fire. Shooting the bad guys. That one guy, he totally got. Yeah, this gives me like Bonanza vibes or spaghetti western. Yeah, pretty cool. See the Indian guy on the lower right there. I think he's native. I'm trying to tell. Yeah, with the bow. Yeah, and yeah, just cool. I love how the orange sky is like that, burnt orange. Yeah, I'll go. I'll give this one a 10 for sure. Yeah.
All righty, we got a 10 from MK. Eric, what do you say?
You know, I ordinarily don't let the trade dress interfere with, you know, what I give a cover, because the cover itself is really, really good. But the title of this comic is Western Action. And it's just kind of like pushed off to the side so that Kid Cody could be giant. Why would this book just called Kid Cody?
That makes more sense, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to knock this down to an 8. And apparently it confused other people because it did not get a second issue.
Most of these didn't.
No, actually, most of them got 3. A few got 4, and 2 or 3 got 1s.
All right, RDV, what do you see?
Well, didn't Marvel also do that as well, though, with their Western stuff? Because sometimes they have the 2-gun kid and the rawhide.
But well, those were the reprints. But
Okay.
this, yeah, I said you should
that
really
always threw me
tell what
off,
the
too.
name of the title is by looking at it. You really don't know.
No. It's Kid Cody, and he used like macaroni as his name. Oh. They killed you, Uncle Ben. I'll even the score. I swear it. Peter Parker, Odin's son. No,
I know, right? I was wondering if anybody was going to mention the fact that Kid Cody later becomes Thor.
Right?
But he looks like Peter Parker, and they just killed his Uncle Ben. I'm gonna go 9 with it. Yeah, because the macaroni Kid Cody was this kind of weird looking font. It's supposed to be wood. Yeah. I'm like, come on, guys! It looks like macaroni glued on a piece of construction paper.
Great. Now I want macaroni on construction paper.
No, you want a toilet. You know what? You want it as a toilet roll.
That's the best way to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Starfire made them.
The macaroni of the toilet rolls.
Yes.
Yes. For our wonderful days of crafting.
What do you give this, RDV?
A 9.
A 9. Okay, Lester's, what do you say?
I mean, I'm really impressed with how solid these have been. I don't know if I'm like dazzled, but I don't think I could go less than a 9. It's really good.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
Okay. Oh, God, I love Kid Cody's hair. That's amazing hair.
Well, that is true.
It's Peter Parker's hair.
Yep.
Or has off.
They just have so much hair.
It works so much better on him than Halo.
Yes, it looks so much better. Let's see.
Maybe he's got a little more length in the back. Poor Halo.
Background. Oh, poor. Well, that's a sad situation. I like it. You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and give it a 10. I really love seeing Command. I think it's my favorite cover, so I just go and do that.
All right.
All right.
Kind of looks like Sam Elliott dead there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and look, there's some things I really do like. I think it's kind of silly they dress him like Thor, but the fact that he is just boom, that guy, he nailed that one dude. I like the fact that they included that. One thing I am impressed with is the fact that they decided not to have an empty orange sky. They still have a one solid cover, but they make it from the smoke from the house, which you would think the guy in the middle started because he is the one holding the torch. A lot of good details to this.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to go an 8 on this one. Alrighty, let's see what they say in the chat. Hello, chat. Glenzer says 10, Ethereal says 8, and Trusty says Kid Cody with his Thor vest, give a 7. So we've got a 7, an 8, and 10. All right, next up, 9, a 10, but -1 for the insert. Okie dokie. That's from Jackson. And then we have I Stop Saying 9, as well as Interweb Dude, and Brian Stamp says 8, not a fan of the trade dress. So it's 8 and 2 9s. Alrighty, and next up, Henry says Western action. It looks very curvy, so it must be Larry Lieber again. Give it a 7. And 8 from AU. Only 3 or 4 issues. Atlas Comics is like the new characters' titles from Marvel, says Glenzer. Maranya says Kid Cody 1. Wow, this looks like Two Gun Kid twin. Great rendering. Looks like a scene from Bonanza. 70s Marvel look-alike strikes again. Even so, this scores a Western action 10. Alrighty. And let's see. I can see Sam Elliott, says Michael. 8 from Sherles. And Eric and Boyd says 9. Great action and detail. I'm not a Western comic reader, but this is nice. I do like Western movies. Alrighty. So we had an 8 and a 9. Okay. And let's get this one down. Let me put the stop up.
You notice a family trait?
What?
Giant hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at those.
Yeah, that is definitely a ball glove.
It's AI.
Okay, so 2 7s knocking down 2 of those 4 10s, but then we've got 6 8s and 6 9s. Let's see. Does that survive? Yeah, it does, because they're the same 9. This goes to the 9s. All righty. So far, 9 is popular tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Will we get a 10? That is the big question. Alrighty, next up, it is, that was MK. This is Eric. You get Blazing Battle Tales #1, sir.
You know, it has that Our Fighting Forces feeling to it. And it's, yeah, I'm gonna say 10.
All right, we got 10 from Eric. How about from RDV? What do we see?
Wow, the detail on everything on here is really cool too. Just remind me of that McFarlane released a Sergeant Rock action figure.
Oh, I want that.
There's one where he's completely green, like the plastic green army guys, and there's a normal one.
Do you release a Sergeant Hawk?
Not a Sergeant Hawk though, apparently. Sergeant Hawk.
Then I got no use for him.
No.
From like Stripes.
This looks great. He got the Zack's friends. You know, they're out, hiding on the train. They got the woman, and actually, no, they're not in a train. They're in a underground bunker. That's they're in.
Yep.
And yeah, Yvette must be inside. Let's pick up the plans and beat it. You know, guy. Yeah, they're going to walk into an ambush. This is cool. This is a 10.
Alrighty. Now from the Lesters.
Tell us what
You
we
know,
learned.
it is a really actiony comic. I mean, there's a couple of things on it I would fix, but it's a cool layout and it's exciting and it seems really authentic for that style of comic. So yeah, I'd give this a 10.
Okay, how about you, Melissa?
Goodness.
I know,
That's
right?
some suspense right there. Or you bet.
I know, right?
Yeah, 10.
All right. MK, what do you say?
Yeah, I did. I don't know who the artist is, but it kind of reminds me of Kevin Eastman's style a little bit, like that gritty kind of.
Oh,
even though
yeah.
You know, I know Kevin Eastman probably came after whoever did this, but you know what I mean?
Almost
Like,
definitely.
yeah, kind of reminds me of that, like just very gritty, cool style. You know, a lot of
Mhm.
details. I like the water on the ground too. That's cool. Yeah, everything looks good. I guess I'll go 10 too. You know, it's pretty neat.
Alrighty. So far, very popular cover. You know, you look at it though, there's a lot of detail in the house.
Mhm.
I would like to know the reference of 4900 and the 6M.
Right.
Wires look good. You can tell they're about to be led into a trap. I mean, I would wait a couple, but the first person, maybe the second, or would definitely get a bullet to the brain from the guy right there. I mean, that is a really good. Yeah, I agree with you guys. We're unanimous on this one. All right, let's go to
saying it's a Frank Thorne cover.
Yeah, you
Frank-
can. I don't know if that's a signature up there, but yeah, as I said, probably the second most renowned artist that did a cover for, because I know Neil Adams did one.
And Glenzer, I think it wasn't just because they were printing so many books that there was one owner. I think because you still had popular IPs over at Marvel and DC. There, people were kind of afraid.
It truly was a lack of shelf space that did him in.
Yeah.
If this had happened if this had been like 8
The
years
90s?
later,
Yeah.
no, yeah, because 8 years later the comic shops were starting to open, the direct market was here, they might have made it.
It would be see to see. Well, who did anybody buy this company after One Under?
It's just defunct.
It'd be great to see them. Somebody bring them back.
I'd like to see it just to see like someone do an omnibus of the.
Yeah.
You could do the entire run. Damn near, you could do the entire collection.
You could do it in two like mid-size omnibuses.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ethereal says 8. Interweb says gotta go, but give it a 10. Alrighty. And once again, I will warn everybody who's leaving. I do save the best for last. So 10 from Glenzer, 10 for Ice Tops. Okay, so we got 2 more 10s. And then we have Exciting Classic Art is Incredible. AU says 10. Brian Stam says 9. And we have 10 from Eric. Detail, perspective, and mood. Nicely done. Yep, this is a good one. Give it a 10. And Cheryl says 8. So we got 2 10s, 9, 2 10s, and an 8. 9, 2 10s, and an 8. Let's see. 9 for Michael Taylor. Cool, very cool cover and detail. And Blazing Battle Tales 1, nice perspective. Give it an 8, and that is from Henry. Blazing Battle Tales number 1, damsel in distress held by Razzies, heroes about to get ambushed, scene from an old war movie, rendered well, score a blazing 10. I thought she was about to say Blitz, Craig. Looking at the covers, why did Atlas crash and burn so well? Yep. I guess that's what you're all answering. All righty, let's get this one down. Well, I'll put up stop.
Jackson, I thought that might be Frank Thorne, but I had to look it up because I've never seen that much clothing on a Frank Thorne woman.
All righty, and let's see where we stand here, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 8s, 3 9s, trying to take down those 13 10s. Guess what? They're not going to do it. And we get our first 10 of the night from Battle Tales, starring Sergeant Hawk.
In fact, realistically, I'm not used to seeing.
Congratulations, Sergeant.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know who Frank Thorne? You know he did like the
Red Sonja.
entire Red Sonja run for Marvel in '77 and '78.
Hey, you mind if we take a little break from grading real quick?
We're sponsors.
From a word from our sponsors. Hostess Fruit Pies. You get a big delight.
Ooh,
Delight in every bite.
Every bite.
Tired of finding
Okay.
watching them in a box? Now they have these no-dose pills.
So once again, as I've been explaining every night, we are taking a break from What Next so we can catch up a little bit. And I never did a season 2 bracket fight, so I figure let's do that just for entertainment, you know. And we are in our second round here. And
All right.
so we're putting the winners of the first round up against each other. Yesterday we did Secret Wars number 10 versus Green Lantern number 1, and Secret Wars 1 handling. Tonight we have Catwoman number 1 versus Jungle Comics, number 3. All righty, MK, what do you say? I'll put up the start for the bracket.
Wow. Okay, so we got 2 cats, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, this is actually kind of tough.
I know, right? They're all good.
Yeah. I think I'll lean Catwoman slightly on this one.
Okay, Catwoman from the MK. What do you say, Eric?
JC.
Okay, yeah, that's your favorite member of NSYNC. But what is the what cover do you think?
No. I like the guy that you know.
Okay.
Jungle Comics.
All righty, RDV.
Well,
Just past the next one. We know where he's going.
people shooting Black Panthers or the Catwoman. Who's got an awesome whip, and it's written by a woman and drawn by an awesome guy. I got it. Yeah, obviously going left. I'm going Catwoman, bro.
Alrighty. So what you're saying is you're on the left and you like shooting black things. Gotcha. Okay.
No, I'm against it. You guys are the writer going after the people in black.
Alrighty. Okay. Can't hear you from under that hood. Amy, what do you say?
Oh my goodness.
You actually had that Catwoman.
Yeah. It's a cool cover. They're both great for different reasons. I do kind of like the angle on the Catwoman. The upshot's kind of cool. It's a little more dynamic, and it does have dinosaurs. This is cool detail on it too. I mean, it's a coin toss. I guess I'm leaning a little more toward Catwoman.
All right.
Embrace the dark side.
Melissa?
Perfect.
Let's see.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
Whoa.
the Catwoman one, it is prettier.
Okay. Going for Catwoman?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. And I'm not going to let my boy hang by himself here. I think it's the Jungle Comics on this
We're
one.
not hanging anybody here.
Yeah, ultimately, it's just more exciting cover.
That is true.
Okay, so Glenzer says Catwoman side effects including Catwoman from Glenzer and Ethereal Dragon. Okay, I think we're going to go down in flames on this one. But Jackson is backing us up with Jungle Comics. Catwoman from Eric and Boyd and Interweb Dude. Yeah, let's see. Jungle Comics, no doubt, likely in the minority for this one, though. So far, yes. Jungle, I like the Panther, says Ice Tops. Jungle Comics says Michael Taylor. Catwoman says Brian Stamm. Oh, Gaby, you should do a ranking of covers from TV shows like Welcome Back, Kotter, and Man from Atlantis. I love the idea, Trusty. I'm going to implement that. When she's bad, she's very bad. Catwoman faux show, says Austin.
Yeah,
Catwoman from Shirls, and Catwoman is better. Jungle Comics showing its age. Art is a little primitive, bad proportions, and with a small woman shooting Black Panther in the background. So would you prefer a larger woman shooting a Black Panther in the background? I see your morality doesn't hold up. All righty. I'm going to put the stop up here, but we're going to accept late bids for Jungle Comics.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Jungle Comics is getting beat down, but it just put a position player into pitch.
I mean, they should have been flipped because he's tagging a Black Panthers on the right. Yeah, it just should be on the left side.
I mean, I can vote for Jungle Comics. It is
No.
No. You made your choice. You'll deal with it.
You made the bed. It's time to lie in it. That is just the way it is. All righty. Let's see. Let's continue our. 10, 9,
that's
8,
a new book.
7,
Okay.
6, 5, 4.
That's right, everybody. Let's continue our shit.
Okay, voters. It's
Sounds like a
score.
great
Okay,
title.
I just realized I didn't leave myself a lot of room for on the back page with that I should have. Whoops. Sorry for the vulgarity. 13. Lord knows I do not normally curse.
I mean, do I need to put up a Captain America gift that says language?
Language. Yes. Right. 15. Okay. Alrighty. Where were we? Eric had just gone, right? And it was Blazing Battles. That means RDV gets Phoenix.
Oh, wow. Blazing
Number
Saddles.
1.
What the heck?
What?
That perspective is really off. It's like they added the background to them.
Oh.
Wow. He's just like elongated, man, just really tall and skinny. I mean, I like the destruction. I like the building on fire.
There's quite a few people with that body.
It's very topical. You know, as far as buildings on fire, you got ships crashing, people running
Well,
their
let's
lives.
look what we're looking at. We
The road?
we
Yeah.
have a whole bunch of illegal aliens invading New York and shooting up and blowing up everything, just killing killing.
That whole
citizens.
building section's coming off and behind him, the destruction. And he's there with this girl just kind of standing on what's left of the road. I mean, that's pretty cool destruction. I'll go with that. His costume design, though, is a 5. But I mean, but the rest of the book pulls it up, so it's gonna be like around an 8.
8. Okie dokie, Lester Sisters.
Oh,
I mean, he's just wearing sneakers.
there's something so bizarre about this. Like, it's a little, I don't know, is it like a little corporate or something like that? It's strange. And it's almost kind of like, it's almost like, I guess, a retrofuturism sort of in there, but it's so weird. I really like it. It's hard to pin, but it does stand out. I don't know, I'm gonna give this a 10. There's just something kind of wild about that.
My
How
question
about you,
is,
Amy?
why did
Or
they name it
Melissa?
Phoenix?
I don't know why it's called Phoenix though. Maybe he fixes things.
Is it the
Maybe.
name of the plane?
Oh, do you think it's like they have like a superpowered craft that they fly around in, like a Macross or something like
Oh,
that?
maybe he keeps dying, coming back to life, like Jean Grey.
Could be.
But what's your score?
So what do you think, Melissa?
Oh, let's see.
Do we know who this artist is, or is this not really a known artist?
The Man of Tomorrow. Oh,
Phoenix.
it honestly looks like fun. I'm sorry about the exploded building, but
I was
you know,
gonna
it's
say
looks fun.
that's fun.
Well, those get repaired pretty easily. If it's anything like the Jetsons, they've got the fold-up cars. You can probably
I
just put
apologize
them
for
in a
cutting you
building.
off, though. You're saying
UFOs. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Honestly, I want to read it. I feel like it might be an interesting story.
Somebody named Sal Amendola.
Jackson said he 3 different times he tried and he fell asleep each time. It's in his cell box.
Really?
Yeah.
Now,
So
is he given credit for the cover? I know he did the interiors.
Yeah.
Well, that's all it says. It says artist, and then it's got his name. Whether or not
Is that I can just by looking at it, I can tell that Dick Giordano either drew or inked it.
oh, okay.
Cool.
But yeah,
Okay,
my thing says Amendola also for artist.
It's hard to tell because I'm looking for a signature and I can look closer, be about to the left of her leg or his
Well,
knee.
what
down
do you
there.
score this, Melissa?
Okay, 8 or 10. Or maybe another 9.
She's
Yeah,
not sure.
I think I like it better than the cowboy one. And I gave the cowboy one a 10, so I think I'll go ahead and give it a 10 too.
Alrighty. And MK.
Oh, so this is where X-Men Phoenix came from. The redhead chick, title of the book. No, I'm joking. No, but the girl I could totally picture, like, for some reason, Amy voicing in a cartoon. Like, I don't know, the voice just
Nice.
perfectly. And
Whee!
the guy reminds me of like a combination between Wally West and Iron Man for some reason. I don't know, but
I can see that.
very tall.
Elongated man, actually.
Yeah, you have a long name, man. Yeah, I like the destruction, the chaos. That looks like, I don't know, building. It looks like the Empire State Building from New York City going down, or something similar.
New York City.
And the space ships shooting. Yeah, it's just cool. I gotta go 10 on this one. Yeah.
All right. Eric, what do you say?
Yeah, I like the building falling. If it had a word balloon, the building was going, I wish. I was looking around everything going on, and I can't see any reason not to give us a 10.
Right?
You know, I'm kind of in agreement with you here. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the detail on the buildings, even the one that's being blown up. People running. It would be kind of cool if they actually set some of those people on fire. The explosions look cool. It's just a dynamic cover. I'm digging on this. I'm going to agree with you. This is a 10. All righty, let's get to the chat. And did I not put up a start for Phoenix? I thought I did.
I don't know.
Oh, I put up a go for Phoenix. Forgot the lines. All right, Glenzer says 8. All righty. And let's see. Badass Jungle Comic doesn't win versus Blatant Cheesecake. It's sad. It is what it is. Spider Gun, latest edition to Spider-Verse. That guy has a long arm. Yep. 7 from Arrogant Boyd, Ethereal Dragon, and Ethereal Dragon. They're not the same person. And then we have 9 from Bad Comic Reviews. Howdy. 6 from Ice Top and Jackson Raykirk. So we got 2 6s and a 9.
You go for some
All right.
cheesecake.
Let's
I
see.
know, right? I think I got some in the
Phoenix
fridge.
is the hero we need, says Bad Comics. We have 8 cool cover and detail, and that is from Michael. And then we have Glenzer saying illegal alien shooting up New York, so the cover was prophetic. Exactly. 7 from Henry and 7 from Interweb. And I tried 3 different times to read this and kept falling asleep. It's in my cell box. Aqualad says 10. Alrighty, and 6, maybe it's the skin, but the main character is a bit. Nope, that's just how he's drawn. He's very lanky. He looks like a Woody doll without the cowboy hat. Just all his legs. All right, so that's 6 from Brian.
I was thinking, remember.
It's like a cool Nexus knockoff. Hey, do you guys like John Sable? John Sable, drawn by Mike Grell.
Oh, the color box guy.
If you do, show up at tomorrow's auction. 10. Oh, you guys like American Flag? I got more of those.
Will those be $1?
Yeah. 10. We got explosions, building, falling earth, buckling, pretty women, people running in panic, and freaking UFOs. Too much awesome sauce, says AU. Alrighty. And then Phoenix. Wait, is this a gender flipped hero for Marvel? Yes. Great background and concept, good rendering. Hero's costume is lacking even with flaws. It's a Phoenix 9. This was about 9 years before Nexus.
Flip the 9.
Say again.
Flip the 9. Turn the 9 over to a 6, and you are correct.
Oh, okay.
That's correct.
Said Woody. I heard publisher of Dynamite owns the Atlas catalog. Probably so. Yes, I do like John Sable freelance, but I have them, says Jackson. Well, if anybody wants to try to put a collection together or just read some awesome comics, like I said, gonna have some in the show tomorrow. All righty, Phoenix, 2 7s, knocking out 2 of those 4 10s, and then we've got another battle, 6 8s, 6 9s. The 9s win.
Cool.
All righty.
Wasn't there a wrestler named Sable?
Yes, but she wasn't as cool as Sunny at the time.
Already.
You know that she's actually married to Brock Lesnar. Like
MK, that was okay. So the Lesters. Sweet, sweet Lester sisters who do not like horror covers get a comic book called Death Squad, #1. All righty.
Huh.
But hey, actually, you started doing these cover rankings off of a war comic.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. What have we got? Sergeant Strikers. Okay, so is he like Sergeant Hawk's friend, I guess?
Oh, Sergeant, what's his name?
Striker.
Mhm. Savage Combat Tales features Death Squad. New exciting war adventures. I must reach that grenade. Nothing less will stop the Nazi tank. Nothing. Okay, so he's got to grab the grenade and then he's got to throw it at the tank. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's a really classic one of these. Look, he's running and his hats fall off because he's running so fast. They stopped doing that a while ago. Yeah, this is cool. I'd say this is a 10.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
Melissa went to go.
Okay, no worries. I will take this time to answer a question.
They're so great.
I will. No, that's more Amy than Melissa. Melissa's the deeper voiced one. Now, Tolfer is asking, what are Atlas Seaboard comics? The Atlas Seaboard is a company. They were a Bronze Age company. Apparently, a whole bunch of Marvel artists got stolen from by them, and these covers we thought were going to be okay. Actually, are turning out to be pretty good. But yep, just another company. All righty. Then let's go to MK. MK, what do you think about Sergeant Striker's Death Squad #1?
Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I like the guy in the tank shooting the other guy. Yeah, it's going really well. Going after the grenade. That other guy's totally about to get run over.
Well, that's why he has to blow up the tank so he can save his friend.
Yeah, for sure. And that explosion in the background, it looks like bodies are flying back there. Yeah, pretty cool war scene. Yeah, I guess I'll go 10 on this one. I like the level of detail too on everything.
All righty, we got a 10 from MK. How about Eric?
This is a better cover than the Kid Cody.
Yeah.
But it has the same thing. What is this book called?
Sergeant Striker.
No. Savage Combat Tales.
Savage Combat Tales featuring Sergeant Striker.
And that's that again, that same price. So I'm only gonna take 1 off of it this time and go 9.
What they should be doing, they should do Alice Comics Presents and then below Savage Comic Tales.
Gotta be waiting to get in there.
And RDV, what do you think?
Sergeant Striker's Death Squad.
Better than Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Nothing.
Yeah, his friend got shot in the gut. He's laying, and the tank's getting ready to run him over. He's gonna go grab that grenade and possibly try to toss it in where the guy shooting him is at. He looked at the bottom right. There's an explosion. Guys are getting thrown from the explosion. You can see the detail of the guys, soldiers following the Nazi tank. He said everything. His head's knocked off. You know, his ears got knocked back. He looks like Leonard Nimoy. I mean, this is kind of cool. The Savage Combat Tale doesn't really bother me because, like, if this is the ongoing, if it's gonna have more than just one Death Squad, I can forgive it. But Breen's right. If it's supposed to be Savage Combat Tales and it's like it's a different story each thing with different people, it would get kind of annoying, you know. But like I said, I love the art. It's really great on this, and it's a 10. I like it. It's great.
All righty. Is Melissa back?
Yes,
I
she
am.
is.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Is that something?
That is. Well, that is a really good one. The pathos, the technical level.
Yeah.
And
And look, he's running in his hat. Went,
that's
so you know it's
great
serious.
action lines. Yeah. This is terrific. 10.
All righty. Let's let's see what we got here. As if I haven't been staring at the entire thing. Look, the tank is a little weird looking to me. I mean, you know, obviously they're drawn better in GI combat and such. I like the explosion. Of course, we got two people. Are they random people? Because why is a platoon that split up? But we got two people being blown up. The guy in the tank is shooting at the sergeant. I'm assuming he's the sergeant, as one of the guys is just there. Oh, okay, I can see what's happening. You can see the other Germans underneath the tank. They're walking forward. So these guys were probably in place and they were noticed and grenade was thrown. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm going to give it a 9. Alrighty. Let's go to the chat. And Glenzer gives it a 10, and so does Interweb, saying, man, I love the old war comics. And Bad Comics says 9. So we got 2 10s and a 9. 1, 2, 3. Ha, ha, ha. Let's see. 10, Love Me Some Military Battle cover, says Ice Tops. And then we have Ethereal giving it an 8. And we have Henry, Sergeant Striker number 1, 6. The tank is just not very good. And then we have Eric and Boyd giving this an 8, and Jackson Raykirk giving it a 9. All righty, we got an 8 and a 9. And then Brian Stam, 9, only because the tank isn't even close to looking like a German Panzer or a Tiger tank. Great action, though. All righty, we got another 9 there. 9, nice cover. Cool POV, extra points for the thing with the not bad guy thing. Yes. All righty, it's a swastika. And they're Nazis. I don't like doing the YouTube dance around. Maybe that's why I'm shadow banned. AU says 10. Love the action. Name of the comic sounds like something I would come up with when I was 12. Yeah, it is a true fact. All righty. Maranya, Death Squad, number 1, homage to Golden Age War comic covers. Great rendering, concept sells book. Score a Striker 10. And Michael Taylor says 10. Very cool cover and detail. All righty. So that is 2 more 10s. And we've got 1, 7, 2 8s. So that's 3 plus 6 9s. That's 9, and we've got 10 10s. So just by the hair of their chinny chin, we have our second 10 of the night. All righty.
Anybody cares? Apparently, in 2019, Dynamite sold Atlas to somebody named SP Media Group.
Really?
Still has some majority stake, and apparently thought they could turn it into their own MCU. And I wouldn't hold my breath.
Right.
I mean, it could be better than current MCU.
Not
I
wrong.
don't think it's a little effort.
Alrighty, the Lester sisters started that one. That means I'm next, and I get to start us off on Vicky, number 1.
Oh, it's an Archie book?
It is an Archie style book. Yes, it's good to see Tommy earning some money shoveling snow, and you see him then shoveling the snow outside of the swimsuit spa, so people can go in during wintertime and enjoy heat, a swimming pool, and of course the bikinis. And I don't know how these two were born, but neither one of them have navels. Just saying.
Nah, I do.
I'm not
the one on
seeing
the left does. The middle.
Okay. Oh wait. Yep. You're right. Okay. I stand corrected. The other one doesn't.
No, if you zoom in, there is one.
You are really looking.
Well,
Alrighty. So, yeah. Hey, look, I don't know what snow looks like, and if it's well rendered, it looks like what it looks like on TV and movies, bird feather. So, yeah, that's good.
you will
looks
be
enough.
that kid, but there will be no hot babes to shovel and look at. You'll be like, screw this crap. I'm done.
I told Gail, by the way, of your idea that since she's the one that has to leave the house for work, she has to shovel the snow. She didn't go for it. It looks all right. I'm gonna give this one an 8. What do you think, MK?
Hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go 7. Yeah.
You should put a pull up. Sorry.
Alrighty.
You should put a pull up for
And-
E. Will he do the splits on the ice, or will he just throw us back up from the start line?
So was
Okay.
this before Archie too, or this is after?
No,
Archie?
this
No,
is
it's after.
this is during actually.
Archie
Archie
started
was
in the 50s.
golden age.
Oh, okay.
So you said 7?
Yeah, I'll go 7. on this.
Okay, Eric, what do you say?
All right. This is a Stan Goldberg cover, so it is the Archie artist, but the stories are from a 60s Tower comic called Tippy Teen, where they basically just changed some names around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's your unnecessary history lesson.
Oh,
Very
nice.
cool.
No wonder why I took Archie. Yeah.
I'm giving this a 9 because this would be an excellent Archie cover. It's clever. It's it's a sight gag. So why not?
All right, we got a 9 from Eric. How about you, RDV?
I'm going 10 because the guy on the left it reminds you of the guy from Strange Brew, not Rick Moranis, the other guy. Yeah.
All righty. And how about you, Lester Sisters? We've got a 7, we've got an 8, we've got a 9, and we've got a 10.
Huh. Well, it's a very good Archie comic cover. Oh, I've heard somewhere for clearing like walkways and stuff of snow. Like sometimes people put a tarp on the ground like the night before, and then when it snows in the morning, you can just pick the tar up and the snow goes to one side.
You can't because it'll stick to the ground. Moisture under the
The
tarp.
tarp will.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd all be doing that. We'd be selling tarps this winter.
Yeah.
No, but what you can do,
Mhm.
if you're going to have a chance of freezing rain, put a towel over your windshield wiper blades. Never leave them up because they'll freeze stuck up. And you won't be able
Yeah,
to use
so many
them.
people on my block do that every year. They put them up. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Put a towel over it so that they stay dry, and then remove the towel the next day after you turn your car on to warm it up.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good
survival
to know.
tips. Survival tips.
well, so you can use a flamethrower too, just so like create a nice little path.
So, okay, so
Yeah,
you
but
put a
that costs money, too.
use a flamethrower on your car.
No,
Mhm.
no,
And the
no.
That
roads.
helps.
On the ground. Somebody actually did that and put on
Well,
YouTube.
yeah, there's that. But what happens is that it melts and then it turns a sheet of ice on your driveway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you have to dodge it.
Anywho, Lester's, what do y'all think of the cover?
It's fine. I think I'll give it a I'll give it an 8.
Also, do you know how
All right.
deep
How
that
about you,
snow is?
Melissa?
I think I'll give it an 8 too. It is kind of a surreal experience looking at something that's supposed to be Archie, but it's like you're stepped into an
Yeah.
alternate reality.
Right?
All
That looks
right,
like
going
The girl that follows Jughead around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
to the
Maybe
chat.
maybe
We have a
it's
10 from Glinzer, an 8 from Ethereal, and a 10 from Ice Tops. So we got 2 10s and an 8.
I'm just getting flashbacks from last winter, looking how deep that snow is. It's up to his knee. That's all it was here.
Is looking for navels always. I miss the oranges.
No, it's up to his
7,
knee.
kind of boring, but it fits the Archie style. Says Bad Comics. All righty.
It does kind of look like Earth 2
And
Archie.
then we have 10 from American Boyd and 8 from Michael Taylor. All righty. And then Tolfer, Harry Lucy would be proud. 8. All right. And then we have Betty and Veronica lookalikes with Moose before he got buff, given an 8. And then Vicky number 1, 5, not interested. And then we have 10. I grew up reading Archie in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We had a lot of snow. I just love this art style, says Interweb Dude.
Awesome.
All the tragic memories coming back to you.
9 would have been a 10 with a 1-panel gag. Okay. And that gets a 9. Again, that kind of small info would make great short video. Eric is not wrong. Dave Thomas, not of Wendy's. Yes. Homage to Archie style art covers, humor, well rendered cover sells the book to the target audience. Score a Vicky 10. 5, not feeling this at all. Tommy needs to get a real job, make real money. Then he'd be in there with the ladies instead of shoveling snow and being a stalker, says AU. Hey, being a stalker is how I met Gail. 30 years and going. Nobody knows where she is, though. Although a blatant Archie's Betty and Veronica clone book. I'm a sucker for cartoon pinups. Good stuff. Good girl art. Snow is heavy. England team needs to start a GoFundMe so we can afford to pay someone to shovel the snow. I actually need to start a GoFundMe so I can buy pants. I have one pair. And apparently I'm going to need something called a jacket. I don't even know what that is. Alrighty, so let's see. Is that? That is indeed that. Okay, let me get stop. Alrighty.
Join the dark side.
And here we go. And what we got here is 2 5s, 2 6s, and they are taking out 4 of those 6 10s. And then we've got 8 8s, taking out the last 2 6s and the last 2 10s and the last 2 9s. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is another 8. It is an 8, so we always put it with the 8s, which tonight is the lowest score so far. That is pretty darn good. All righty. I do believe I just went, so we're back to MK. And MK, you have The Brute, issue number 1.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who drew this cover?
I thought it was Neil Adams, but I don't think it is. So give me a moment. I will tell you.
All right.
Hopefully.
And MK, you can start us off.
Yeah, interesting. So a man-ape or a monster. Interesting.
Oh, Dick Giordano.
A lot of cops there. Holy moly. And okay, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna give it a 9. You know, destruction. It's like he's about to hit all these guys, you know, for a home run the way he's swinging that lamppost. You know.
All right. What'd you say again?
I'll go 9.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Okay. Like I said, it wasn't Adams, it was Giordano, but it's still very, very well done. I mean, I think just from looking at this is the best cover I've seen so far. I'm giving this a 10, and unless you think this is some fuzzy, cuddly brute, by the first after 5 pages, it starts off with 3 little kids out in the woods. The brute brutally murders 2 of them.
Oh, awesome.
Brutally?
Wait.
Brutally.
Were they going to
What
the
is it
House
there?
of Mystery?
Yeah, well, I wish he'd have headed to House of Mystery.
All righty. How about you, RDB? What do you give this?
Well, just looking at all those Irish cops.
Bagora!
It's great on that. Like, I don't care for much the monster, but I mean, like, everything around it, through the car is drawn well. You got the cops with the gloves, they go in with the rifle, everything, and the shotguns, and they're ready to shoot them. And they're outside somebody's either home or the mall or something like that. It looks like it's downtown Miami, bro. I'm going 10. This is cool.
You're thinking it looks like Miami because of the Grand Theft Auto game, aren't you?
No, because it has the pink buildings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amy, what do you get?
Well, this is like probably Grape Ape's like evil cousin or something like that. Honestly, I mean, I love that you guys love it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's great.
It's not your cup of tea.
No, not exactly. It's got, well, I mean, I don't need to go over why, I guess, but it's I'm glad that you guys like it, but it's just not really hitting me the same way, I guess. So I think I'm kind of meh. So I guess 5.
Hold still, he'll hit you.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
Okay. Interesting colors. A lot of pinks and purples.
Yeah, I do like pink and purple, but it's a little thin. Oh, sorry. I'm not here to influence you.
Okay.
I am though. 10.
Who's good backdrop? Good title. I guess an 8.
Alrighty. Okay, and I agree with Eric. This really does look good. I like the rendering. I like the perspectives. These got to be like 14, 15 feet tall on that one. It's really cool. I'm giving this a 9.
Well, look at the lamppost. Look how small it looks in his arms.
And let's go to the chat. And what we got is Now England can imitate that scene from A Christmas Story where the kid gets his tongue stuck on an ice ball. Why do you think that hasn't already happened to me? Glenzer says 9. The colors feel a little off. Eric and Boyd says 9. Bad Comic Review says 9 for the cop humping the trunk. I did not notice that.
It's straddling,
awesome.
yeah.
So we got 3 9s in a row. 1, 2, and 3. All righty. And Ice Tops gives it an 8. And Interweb says 8. I definitely want to read it now. Looks fun. Why? Because of the trunk humping.
Well, no, look at the cop on the far left.
8. I agree with Glenzer. Colors are not right. So we got 3 8s.
I just noticed that there's a coupling on the ground on the far left.
Shadow and the Missus has been visiting her mother for over a month now. What do you expect the fella to do?
Let's see. 8. I agree with Glenzer. Colors are not right. I think I read that already. Jackson says 9, 7. It just doesn't seem to do anything for me. So we got a 7 and a 9. All righty. And we've got 10. Very cool cover, says Michael. All righty. Let's catch up with touch. And Ethereal says 6. Not a fan of the color scheme. And Henry says the Brute #1. This is a very good cover. Give it an 8. So we got a 6 and an 8. 6 and 8. Topher, so weird and well rendered. 10. Galloway Bay, baby. Alrighty. And then we have Brute #1, says Maranya. Great concept that is well rendered with a sense of scale between Brute and the normal people. Score an Irish cop 10. Aqualad is saying 8. The colors are interesting. And Bad Comic Review says cop action. All righty, we keep doing this here. Wow, every time now. Wow. Let's stop here. Not every time, obviously, but
This guy looks like one of the bad guys from the Legion of Doom. I just can't place who the character is.
so ready.
I would say the Legion of Doom.
Okay, what we got here? Once again, 1 5 1 6 1 7, taking out 3 of those 2 10s, and then we've got 6 8 6 9. So it ends up in the 9 column. It almost looks exactly like the last voting. All righty, let's see. All righty, and that was MK. Eric, you get to start us off on Morlock 2001, #1.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to say 8.
All righty. RDB.
Whoa. That is. At first, I thought he had a headband. No, that's her. Part of her arm or shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dang. And then I'm like, oh, no, it's Rogue. And then Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Quicksilver
Versus some kind of Groot.
It's okay.
Morlock. Wow. Milgram and what's the other one?
Jordana.
Jordana.
This reminded me of that one cover we did the other day. I forget what the creatures were called though.
Oh, from the Smith, the Lost in Space one, right?
Yeah.
the Cobranox, or what they're called?
Yeah, something like that, where
Something
it's
like
just a weird creature, and this looks like
Yeah.
the same kind of thing, just a weird creature.
I love the art, everything else. I hate the name Warlock 3000. I just don't like the name. It's been used too much. But yeah, this looks like a video. It almost looks like a strategy guide or a video game, RPG cover.
Yeah.
You see in the magazines from Marvel. I'm gonna go 9.
Alrighty. And how about you, Lester Sisters?
Let's see.
Let's take a look.
Well, the cityscape in the background is kind of interesting.
City. Oh.
The cityscape.
Okay.
Um,
The monster seems to have like hair curlers for fingers.
yeah, that's something. Quicksilver
the
there's got
old-fashioned
kind
colors.
of a funny pose. Why is he the world's strangest superhero? Like, what's strange about him?
You can't really tell what he's
fights war
doing.
crime?
That would be a pretty strange superhero. Yeah.
So what do y'all score this?
9, I guess.
All right.
It's kind of awesome in its own sort of way.
Oh, the superhero is the guy with the hair curlers for fingers.
Oh, do you think it's
that's a
actually-
witch who's attacking that innocent man in blue?
Oh, okay, maybe. So it could be the squiggly guy's the actual.
Yeah, the monster's actually his hero, and the other ones are just criminals.
That could be. And then maybe he
So what
actually
do you
does have
score
a
this,
headband.
Melissa?
Okay. I'd say. I mean, that's a solid illustration. I don't get a handle on. I mean, that's a joke. I mean, I guess it could be, but 8. It's a technically very strong illustration.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and MK, what do you say?
Yeah, so you know what this guy reminds me of? Like, well, I mean, yeah, he's got the weird, creepy pole fingers there. There's this old sci-fi movie from I think the 50s or the 60s where this guy gets sacrificed by like a tribe in the beginning, and then he comes back as a tree, killing everybody. Can't remember the name of the movie though, but
Swamp Thing.
yeah, it's like I think a black and white movie. Yeah, so he looks cool. I like the girl. Drawn well, really cool pose, and also Moloch. Isn't that? I feel like that's from a sci-fi movie, the Molochs.
The time machine.
Yeah,
Yeah, Time Machine. Also X-Men.
Yeah, I've heard that name at least a few different times.
Yeah, it started in the Time Machine. The
I know, that's what I'm saying. I've heard it way too many
the
times.
Morlocks were underground dwellers in the book Time Machine, so that's
Yeah.
why X-Men used it.
Interesting. So yeah, I'll go. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll give this one a 10. I like the whole, the art of it. It's a pretty cool, simple scene. Yeah.
So what do you score this?
Yeah, I'll go 10.
Alrighty, Eric.
Oh, okay, all right.
I already did this one.
Yep.
Eric.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you did?
Still here, and it's still an 8.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I did miss somebody's. RDV, what'd you give it?
I gave it a 10. Actually, no, I think I give it a 9. That's what it was on the 10.
Okay.
9.
There we go. That's who I was missing. Alrighty. I love this one. That's why I put it up here. It was actually a choice between one and another one. I thought we had fun with the creature on the other one, and this one just looks wild. It looks like Groot screwed that salt creature from the first episode of Star Trek a long time ago. So yeah, I dig on this one. I'm giving it a 10.
Nice.
Okay, Bad Comic says 10. Always love that cover. Glenzer says 9. Jackson says 9, and Brian says 7. So we've got a 7, 2 9s, and a 10. Alrighty. Henry says Milgram writes in crazy combination. Give it an 8. And 9 for my stops. 10. This is great, says Interweb. And Erica Boyd says 8. So it's an 8, a 9, and a 10. Alrighty. More, says Henry. Almost cool. No center of interest. Give it a 6. And then 8 weird looking tree octopus, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, 10 from Aqualad, 7 from Ethereal, 7 and a 10. Maranya saying more like 2001. Great concept, good rendering, unclear who Morlock is, the creator or the guy in blue. Even with flaws, this is a Morlock 9. Alrighty, and then we get a 9. I dig it. A giant vomiting turd monster. So you have kids. All right, let's see what else we find. Claremont stole the name. The Morlocks ate the surface dwellers. That is true in the story of the Time Machine. All right, there we go. Okay, let's get that stop. I'm going to drop down here. I'll write down the stop right here. Once again, if you have a late vote, feel free to put it in. That being said, we've got 1 6 working on those 6 10s. Not helping. We need those 2 7s, but still, we have 3 left, and then we have 5 8s working on those 6 9s. It's going to the 9s. It's another 9. It is a 9 fest in here.
It is.
9. It's 2 10s, 2 8s. And so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s. All right, can we break the 9 curse? I don't know. Eric started this one. RDV is going to start the next one. It is our 13th cover of the night. We are getting to the end with only 3 left. RDV, you start on Planet of the Vampires #1.
Really? It's not a Jason, Friday the 13th. No.
I actually thought about throwing in something like that, but that's going to happen during Halloween.
Planet of the Vampires. They all have, I guess they all look the same apparently on that planet.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the one bald guy, he got screwed out of it. About the good genes. Kill.
Hey, balding is the good gene.
Hey, you're too late to save the girl or yourselves. Kill. Vampire hunters battle their bloodlusting foes with all Earth as their prize. What? You got the god awful 70s jumpsuits on. I think every time. There's no Wilma though, so I can't give it a higher score. But yeah, what is that girl in? I guess she's hooked up to. They're gonna drain her blood or something. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Wow. At first, I thought she was a cyborg until I realized that her legs were locked in place.
Oh, she looks like Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man, the boots. I'm gonna go 7 on this. This is kind of weird. I love the logo for the Planet of the Vampires, but it's just like the vampires don't look that frightening. They look like Jimmy Madrox, and he hasn't been shaving, and he's just been living as a bum.
All right, we got a 7 from RDV. Lester Sisters, what do you say?
I don't know what this is, but I guess that's not uninteresting. So are these guys vampires and they're hunting monsters?
I think the guys with the dark suits with the weird fangs and the black eyes, those are the vampires.
So
they're all wearing the same color suit.
Well, if she's like the robot, captain.
No, she's hooked up to something. These guys came in to rescue her
from something.
She's all hooked up to some sort of machine, and I'm guessing maybe it pumps out blood. There's a whole bunch of hoses attached to her, and they're here to rescue her from the vampires. It actually says you're too late to save the girl or yourselves. Kill. The vampire hunters battle the bloodlusting foes with all Earth as the prize. So there you go.
There's a lot going on.
It could have kill them, and it would have been so much more better. But just kill this. It just makes me chuckle.
Yeah. That is kind of funny. How do you say that?
Murdering, you wouldn't have to repeat yourself.
It's kind of cool in spite of it, though. It's kind of campy, and I think they're going to turn it around. It'll be interesting to see how they do that. So I think I'll give it a 9. It's kind of weird and cool and just sort of interesting.
Right.
She looks like Mega Man, which is a plus.
Yeah.
Melissa, what do you say?
Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and sink this stitch.
Boy, they're in a bad spot. It's
All right,
weird
so
that
what
the
do you
guys
score?
have better hair than the girl.
Yep.
So what do you score this, Melissa?
I'm saying 8.
All right. And let's see. MK.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting cover. The girl reminds me of Pam Grier a little bit. Maybe it's the hairstyle. I don't know. Or Ripley. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, pretty cool art. They kind of remind me of the Fantastic Four a little bit. Maybe it's the costumes a little bit. I don't know, something. Yeah. Vampires look like shorter vampires. I guess I'll give this one an 8.
There you go.
All right.
She also reminds me of the Borg Queen a little bit from Star Trek.
Oh yeah, just because of the wires.
Yeah,
and
all
all,
the wires are hooked up.
Eric, what do you think?
All right, this series lasted 3 issues.
Oh,
Alright,
2
okay.
of the 3 covers are slam dunk 10s. This ain't one of them.
Oh no.
You think I should have gone with one of the others?
No, because I said that's like you said, although given that you didn't have high hopes for these,
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't, thinking this might lift one, because Neil Adams had he drew one and inked one in the first 2 covers. This is actually Russ Heath,
Really?
but you'd never know it because Larry Liebert he Liebert all over it. And I'm giving this a 7.
All righty.
Still good, but it's I said it's
Not what it could have been.
right.
Is this the first issue or the third one?
This is
So
the
this is
third,
the last issue of the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think, RDV? And you said 7?
Ooh,
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, RDV?
I guess I'll go back to me again. And I said it was like a 7 or 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
You started a. Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't start this one off. The Lester sisters did, right?
No, Eric did the last one. I started this one off.
Oh, okay. I think this one is pretty cool. I like the covers. It does tell a story. That's why I put this one in there. I'm giving it a 9. All right. And let's get to the chat. All right. Let's see. Glenzer says 9. Bad Comic says 10. Aqualad says 7. And Eric and Boyd says 8. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty. And Jackson says 6. Wow, I could have gone all the way there. All right. I Love Comics, number 3, not number 1. Did I say number 1? Yeah, that's okay. I actually wrote down number 3. I don't know why I said number 1. 9 exciting, says Interweb. 8 from Ice Tops and 8 from Brian Stam. 2 8s. And a 9. Okadokes. Michael Taylor says 8. Ethereal says 7. All righty. And we have it's wrapped around her back. See her fingers. Let's see. Planet of the Vampires number 3. It's a good cover. Give it a 7, says Henry. Okay. Let's see. No, I want to watch the movie. Planet of the Vampires number 1. Great, well-rendered cover that sells the book to its target audience. That title misleading, even with that flaw. This is the Vampire 9. Planet of Vampire Blu-rays is only 23. Really? 6 may have bitten off more than they could have chewed. More than you could chew, says AU. All right, and then we've got issue number 1 is a 10. This issue number 3. I didn't think so. I thought it was kind of boring. That's why I put this one up here. Wow, I guess I'm way off. We'll see. This covers the reason no one knows about Atlas Comics. Give it a 6. All right, then let's see. Dang, love Heath's War Comics. Eric Green, number 1. Broderick Adams, number 2. Adams. Okay, let's see. Let's get the stop. All right. And what we got here is 3 6s, taking out those 2 10s and one of the 4 9s. And then we've got 5 7s, taking out the last 3 of the 9s and then 2 of the 8s. There's still 8s left. So this one is an 8 as well, which is a low score for this bunch. All right.
That's say a lot. They've been very good covers.
I know, right? Even the low scores are actually not too bad. Okay, so I guess RDV, you said you got that one, right?
Yeah.
Me, MK, Eric. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to do this to you, Amy.
Don't look at me. Don't
Nah,
It's a gory cover, right?
It's not a gory cover. It's a scantily clad lady cover. Sorry about that. It's Devilina, issue number 1. Sorry, ladies.
Oh my goodness. This is
Bless her heart.
just do the art and the technicalities. You know,
the art style, the rendering, the shading, the coloring.
Yeah.
Pretend it's
Sorry.
Redstone,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure they're like, it looks like something that would be on like a rock cover. So I'm
Yeah.
sure there's people to that kind of a pulp thing is like really cool and they appreciate that, and I can respect that. But yikes. This yikes. Oh yikes.
I kind of figured this is a 4 yikes cover, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yikes. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. This is so bad. This is so bad. It hurts.
Yeah, try. Look, I'm looking at it, and I think technically this is bad, but
yeah,
by all means, go through the technical aspects of it. You want? We all understand you're not.
The demographic
you're not
for
into
these were for guys. They weren't really aimed towards girls.
You're not into the occult, so obviously.
But if she's supposed to be like seductive,
Yeah,
she
like the
looks
sister.
haggard.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
face isn't rendered correctly.
Emperor's
the
New Groove. Remember the lady?
Mhm.
That's I think every time.
What is it with the rib cage?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, oh, good lord.
Ribs
I
don't
mean,
work like that. Her ribs are wrapping around her back, by the way.
That looks like a female bodybuilder.
well, I mean, the ribs, but you're right, they wouldn't be at that angle. And
And her hand knows into that. I guess it's that she
Yeah.
doesn't have to draw hands.
oh, yeah, you've got another person who can shade with the side of their pencil, but doesn't know how to draw hands or feet. They've
yeah, they're
got
both obscured.
Yep, you've got these weird snake things that are, again, they shade with the side of their pencil, but they're not paying attention to the light. The structure's not really there. The proportions are off. You've got a satyr character in the background who's top heavy. His hips are turned out the wrong way. The background color is flat and boring. The smoke is muddled. The separation isn't that good. I don't know what they're doing with the lighting. The texture isn't right on the hair. The font isn't that great. This thing is just. I'm glad for people who like it, and if you do like it, that's fine. But yikes, yikes.
6.
7.
That's 7.
Yeah.
A 7 yikes cover, ladies and gentlemen. And this time it's not for the moral reasons. It's not because it's all about the occult. It's because this shit is bad.
Oh, I'm trying to not even take that into account. And honestly, I think I can get. It's like yikes. It's just no. It's no.
What ranking is no?
What ranking is no?
And
Well,
my
let's see.
rank
1 is god awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is bad, or very bad. 4 is bad. Should we go higher?
No. I could go somewhere, but so maybe what was 2 again?
2 is horrible.
I could maybe go 2.
Okay.
All right.
So 2's the Bill Walton.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you say, Melissa?
Oh Lord. Oh no, I looked at it again. I'm sorry.
I think that might deserve another yikes.
Yikes. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I would think it was the funniest thing ever if Melissa went, yeah, this is really cool. I give it a 10.
That would be funny.
But what do you score it?
Oof.
It's okay to say bad things about bad covers. It's fine.
You can give covers bad or low ranks if you want to, if that's your honest opinion.
Yeah, I loved what I just heard from Amy. That just was like that is the worst takedown of any cover ever on this show.
I feel like we had a therapy breakthrough with Amy.
I know, right?
You know?
Okay, yeah, this. Oh gosh, this is rough.
Oh, I know.
I'm not as sensitive as Amy is about these kind of things, but I do some art training and I'm picking up on stuff. Okay.
So where do you score this?
It's definitely it's not very good. A little bit, I guess. Maybe. Well, okay. Are there any strengths to it?
If you like horrible art or campy art,
So
That is one of the purest blues I've seen in a long
There
time.
you go.
So is it above a meh or is it below?
It says it's downright uncomfortable to look at. I would say probably at least a 4.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, MK, what do you say?
Well, first, definitely post more covers like this in the future to hear Amy's analysis.
I know, right? I want to do a bad comic teardown now. I'm going to look for the most technically inefficient comic book covers so she could take it apart.
I think that's the first time I ever heard her call a cover horrible too. Like always, like very.
Yeah, no, she's said before.
Oh yeah, okay, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time it was like, I've been nice to covers before, but screw that on this one.
Exactly right. Yeah. I can see how the art's questionable in certain instances. I like the style of this. I mean, as far as a costume, maybe because I kind of grew up playing a lot of video games with this and comics with that style, and now it's like the polar opposite to the point where it's sickening. So, yeah, I'll give it a 9 just for that mostly. And I from a story point of view, I feel like the devil dude is controlling the snakes, attacking her, and she's like fending them off. I could be wrong, but that's just something.
The name of the book is Devilina. I don't think she's got a problem with the snakes.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe so she's a bad girl.
No, it's very atheist, very secular.
All right, so we got a 9 from MK. Eric, what do you think?
Okay. I don't know if he's still alive, but Amy, don't be expecting a Christmas card from George Torrieson.
Sorry, Mr. Torrieson. I think you keep practicing.
Okay.
This guy's like 90 by now if he's alive.
All right. Keep in mind that Devilina is not of this earth. She is from down below, where there probably just aren't any good restaurants. That probably explains why you can see her ribs.
No,
But they're at a bad angle. It's not even that she's skinny looking.
Oh no, did it again.
This is an homage to the 30s pulp with a little bit more skin than they were allowed to show in the 30s. And she's kind of got like almost like an insect's face, but you can see the horns. So I said that's not a human. So,
oh yeah, she's being.
I'm not sure, if that would have. I know it wouldn't have any bearing on how Amy rated it, but as far as I count, I mean, it's not the greatest cover in the world structurally, but it's really cool, and it is trying to, do the pulp thing. So I'm going to go 9.
Alrighty. How about you, RDB?
All I keep thinking on is The Emperor's New Groove, the old lady with crunk. You know, or every single time
Yzma.
I look at the face, and I look at the ribs,
Okay, young
and I'm like,
Yzma.
how can you not see that after seeing that? Like, even the guy, the Satan who's supposed to be your brother to the left, he looks very feminine. What the heck? I understand he's got goat legs, but his hips are wide, bro. He's got wide hips, wider than his sister. I do like the monsters down there, like the little dog is eating the worm and their snake, and then it's just like I like the detail on that. Very colorful, but yeah, the rib cage, the ugly face. I'm sorry, like if you're trying to go for a Red Sonja look or even more, yeah, it's I gotta go down to 6, man, because this is just slightly above meh for me.
Okay,
Wow,
we got
the
6 from
devil
RDV.
is the G-string wearing gay dude.
He is. Hey, Eric, how's it going? You want to come over and watch sports?
There's the rawhide devil.
In all honesty, I think the best thing about this cover are the snakes. The Devilina just looks so off. The ribcage thing is one of the things I first noticed. The fact that she's got Liefeld hands and feet. It's the look of the face. She looks like she's got those fake cheek implants. This is not a good cover. I'm going to go 4 on this. It's a bad cover, as a matter of fact. First glance, kind of cool. Look it over a bit. Not good. And by the way, this is the most coherent of the 2 Devilina magazines. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. Alrighty, let's check out the chat.
Yeah, that one snake about to go a little Evil Dead on him.
Say again?
That one snake on her legs about to pull an Evil Dead on him.
Oh, yeah. 8, she looks like the villainess in Messiah of Evil, says Glinzer. Alrighty. And then 9 from Eric and Boyd. And we have an 8 from Aqualad. 10, nice to see these magazines represented, says Jackson. So we got an 8, a 9, and a 10. 9 and 10. Let's see. 8, very heavy metal indie from Bad Comic Reviews. And then 8 from Ethereal Dragon. And let's see. Interweb. Ha 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 ha. 9 serpents. That was, let's see. Interweb. 9 serpent demons and human sacrifice. Oh my. AU gives it a 9. 7, I would go higher, but I don't like how her face is drawn. Art just seems a little bit off. Just a little bit. And then 10 from Ice Tops. And we have, actually dropped me to an 8, says Jackson. Okay, where were you in the beginning there? 10. All righty. I wonder if Jackson, as Amy starts, but Jackson's score keeps getting lower. Okay,
it's okay.
There you go. Let's see. It's 8. Okay. I can see her ribs. Yeah, it's hot, obviously. Devilina, nice background, great snakes. Everything is good. Butterface, 7 already. Shades of 60s pulp horror comics, but strange drawing of bodies. Give it a 7. Alrighty, dropping it to a 6. Keeps getting worse the more you look at it, says Ethereal. I tell everybody, take your time to take in what's going on. Okay, Ethereal had an 8, and now it is only a 6. Oh, BKB. Amy, just give it a 0. Michael Taylor says 6.
I'm trying to be nice.
Let's see. I'm on the fence of lowering my score, says Erica Boyd. Devilina number 1. Atlas attempted at going for the Vampirella market and missing a bit. Great concept, good rendering, lots of detail. Score and not Vampirella number 7. Alrighty. And that was Maranya, and we won't talk about that white thing jutting out of her right side. Are you talking about what should be her hip bone that seems to be wanting to escape her leg? Let's see. 5 from Dark Admiral. Hello to Dark Admiral. Let's see. Screw it. 4, says Ethereal. Okay, what were you before? 8. Okay, so we went from 8 to 4. Alrighty. And let's see. All right, another hymn on the cover. Love comics and clean. If you have time, possibly, can we please see the rejects again? Yes, I actually kind of like doing that, you know. And I was looking forward to showing them off tonight as well. Oh, we had another. We need to move that 4. Here we go. Okay, let me get the stop on this piece of crap. Whoops. All right.
Oops.
By the way, I thought that this one I put up here because I thought it would be fun to entertain ourselves tearing it apart. I'm surprised at how many high grades it got. That being said, we have 1, 2, 3 4s. Oh, well, let me do this. 1, 2, knocking out that 110. 3 4s taking out 3 of those 5 9s. And then 1 5 taking out the other one. Okay, and then we have 1 6 getting rid of the last 9 and 2 6s getting rid of the 2 8s, and that leaves the 3 7s. This is the lowest score of the night, but still good. Great. You sound mad.
Oh, no,
They should have gone lower.
She's just trying to relax a little.
Well,
That was a lot of-
it would have made more sense if it just got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what, Amy? I'm going to give you the last one. You know, I understand that's not your thing and everything, of course. It was a
It's
really
about the
bad
comic,
cover.
exactly. It's a worse
So
cover.
instead of giving you Devilina, I'll let you guys start us off on Demon Hunter. See, now you're on the good. You're the good guys fighting the demons. This is the last cover of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the
Wow.
start up.
My first blush is a little bit of Magneto energy coming from the hero.
Budgets.
Aye.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's oh
Really? I thought this
Yeah.
one would be better.
Lord.
I mean, I would say yes-ish, or at least
well, it's if you don't look at it too hard.
But yeah,
Um,
remember that it's based on the technicality, not the morality.
Right. This oh boy. So the skull here, its symmetry is off and it's kind of malleable. It's not structured correctly. It's like a dollar store version of that really good Doctor Strange cover.
yeah.
So
that was a well done skull.
right. So that's just if that's going to be the focus of the piece, you really need to make sure you get that at least looking rigid. The fire inside of the mouth is interesting, but if you're going to be using a bright light source in something like that, you should probably be using that as an environmental light source or do more to deliberately separate the elements in the design. The 2 figures in the foreground, they're inked uniformly, so they don't really have any separation from the background elements. And this midground element in here with this circular set of pillars on the ground, which have a light from the bottom, aren't really affecting either the characters in the foreground or the skull in the background. And they don't seem to exhibit any reason for being there or how any of these are related to each other. The inking is kind of uneven, although maybe the drawing underneath it's just that bad. The entire thing's skewed. The fabric doesn't drape correctly. The anatomy's it's not the worst I've seen. Well, no, that's oh gosh. Nope, that's
What
not
do
how
you
you
score
draw
it?
hand. Yeah.
Okay, at least
so-
there is an attempt at hands.
Yeah,
I'll let you go longer than what I do normally. But seriously, what do you score it?
So yeah, but it's not offensively bad. It's just meh, I guess, or maybe 1 degree below meh. I don't know. Is there anything about this that's good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You like it?
Yeah, but
I was-
score it. You
Yeah,
two
go ahead.
score it so I can score it and I can tell you
Okay,
exactly
awesome.
what's going on.
The swords are well drawn.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, the weapons are pretty well drawn. That's true.
Gonna need to hear a number, ladies.
Okay. 6 maybe.
All right, we got a 6 from Amy, and how about you, Melissa?
Let's see. Yeah, there's some tangents going on between the skull and the body. They're making the gargoyle looking a little flat.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it a 6 too. Yeah.
All righty. Okay, let me tell you what is good about this cover. All right,
Awesome. I love to hear it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Because I think you really need to look at it.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Seriously. Yeah, I mean, you know, you've got a blazing skull with a mouth of fire as the demon hunter and his bold axe is going after a flying demon with 2 swords. All the while, that skull is floating around a circle of gravestones. That's badass.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
It's kind of funny because I mentioned this. Your takedown was awesome, and I love the fact that you guys can do that. But as I said before, sometimes you just gotta look at it and go, "Wow, that is freaking cool." That's
real cool. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there you go. You know, and that's what I'm doing right here. What is awesome about this? It is freaking cool. And also, all the foreground stuff really does look good in front of that green background. I like the trade dress.
The colors, yeah.
You know, I think it would have been kind of cool for them to do that 3D effect with Hunted, but still do the squiggly lines of the demon. You know, I think that would have been fun. But otherwise, I'm giving this a 10. All righty. And MK, what do you say?
Oh, okay. So maybe this is where Ghost Rider and Scorpion got the idea for the flaming skull head.
Yeah.
No, what do you call it? I like that. I'm just a fan of flaming skulls. You know, it's just badass looking concept.
That's why you were arrested for setting people's heads on fire. You do not get back into that.
Yeah.
You're free of that now.
That's Earth too, MK. You know. Now, yeah. I guess I'll go the demon dude's stance. I know he's kind of hovering, but I don't know why it gives me like Karate Kid, you know, crane kick vibes for some reason.
Yeah.
And the dude about to hit him with the axe or fighting him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Simple, but yet simple. Yeah, I think what the hell? I'll go 10. Finish off.
All right.
All right, we got a 10 from MK. How about you, Eric?
9.
9. All righty. And RDV?
Whoever owns the right to that font style that they're using for Demon is making money off of not only DC and Marvel, because Ghost Rider and the Demon use that same kind of font style for that. The other thing I noticed is the Dr. Fate logo on the Demon Hunter's right leg.
Yeah.
He's using a giant freaking battle axe that Conan uses. Now you talk about the skull not having in relation to as far as the characters fighting in the front. It's the origin story, so I'm thinking the skull is probably something that probably murdered his family or his dog or whatever, and now he's battling the minions of that evil skull, the flaming thing, the demon, and this is his origin story. Him basically rising up the ranks and getting revenge with his power battle axe and his Magneto cape, because he learned from watching Magneto and said, I need a longer cape.
There you go. It helps, right?
I'm giving it a 10 because it's a Halloween thing. You got the gravestones, but why are they on a circle like that? On those little mound like that? I can't read who the artist is, but the artist is written down in the bottom right corner.
Rich Buckler.
Yeah, I was thinking it was, because this reminds me of some of his art.
Right. Okay, so there we go. We left with 2 6s, 1 9, and 3 10s. Glenzer says 9 already, and now we're going to be in a 10 fest for a little bit. Eric and Boyd, Aqualad, Dark Admiral, and Bad Comic Reviews all say 10s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
It certainly got to
Brian Stam says 7. Brian Stam says 7. Henry Jeremick says Demon Hunter #1. I like this cover. The vampire guy reminds me of Baron Blood. The Demon Hunter guy reminds me of Guy Buckler, created for the Defenders. What's his name? I think
It's Devil Slayer, and that is Devil Slayer.
Yeah.
They took the character to Marvel and just changed the uniform, the name.
Really?
Alrighty. And you didn't give it a score there, Henry. Ice Top says 5. Oh, I see. It's down below.
9.
Okay, so Ice Top says 5. Poor Amy, not a good way to finish the night. Yeah, they can't all be winners. I actually thought I was finishing on a strong there, Amy. 6, good design, poor execution, stiff figures, wonky.
There you go. Right? Like I said, it's a cool concept. It's just, maybe they just didn't get the time to really work it out.
Maybe not. Demon Hunter's a 9, says Henry. 7 from Ethereal, and 9, very cool cover from Michael Taylor. So it is a 979. 2 9s and a 7. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback of a steakhouse that's in Orlando on International Drive. I don't know why it popped in my head. Have you guys ever been to the Brazilian steakhouse on International Drive?
I don't know that I have. Is it good?
Oh yeah, it is. Like for $20, you get all the steak, chicken you want. But if you get the 35, then they bring you all, like they cut up the whole cow. They'll bring you everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So when we were doing good, I went out there and
Just go out and have all you can eat steak, huh?
Yeah. They offer vegetables too.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Why are you gonna eat vegetables if you get all you can eat steak? Alrighty, 6. I'm with Tolfers on this one, says AU. Does anybody go to an all-you-can-eat steak buffet and have vegetables? Demon Hunter #1 feels like rejected Ghost Rider cover. Good concept, average rendering, lots of flaws. For Demon Hunter 6, says Maranya.
Yeah, it's concept.
Atlas Seaboard was basically a cheap knockoff from the start. It's print form of B movies. It's the beauty of it, says Dark Admiral. Nothing wrong with that. 7 Interweb. All right.
And it has had a lot of...
He said it's cool, and I swear I heard a cat meow in protest. Maybe so. All righty, gang. That is...
It was true. I did hear the cat as soon as you said that. When you said it's cool, the cat's going...
All righty. Let's see where Demon Hunter, the last one, ends up at. We've got, 1, 5, 6 6s, and those 2 take out all 7 10s. And then we are 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9s, 4 8s. There we go. It is a 9 because 1 9 still stands. I was wondering if it was going to pull it into the 7s, the empty 7s, but nope.
Oh.
This goes to the 9s. Enough people saved. All right, guys, these are the placements. We had 2 10s. We had 7, 8 9s, and then we had 3 8s and 7. There's the placements. Now we're going to go on the ranking. Obviously,
how many
is number 15. Say again.
How many 9s did you say there was?
Probably
1, 2, 3, 9.
There you go.
I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 9.
9.
All right. MK, best and worst of the 8s.
Okay. Well, for 7, I'll say Devilina's #1. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Yeah, okay. You want to vote on the Devilina first?
Yeah,
I get that. Get your vote first, man.
Even Henry agrees.
Yeah, for exactly.
Oh, guys in the chat. Hold on,
ladies.
Hold on just a second. I forgot I was doing this.
Only just the guys in the chat, not the women.
Yeah. We don't really want to hear from you.
Guys,
okay.
Generically.
There we go. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. There you go, gang. Put in your votes. I'm keeping them going.
So this is for 8, right?
This is for the 8s. And we have the Ghosts, Grim Ghost.
Okay, so
we
8.
have Vicky.
Okay, yeah, I like the Ghost one, #1, and yeah, I guess I'll dump Vicky for last. Yeah.
Okay, and Eric, what do you say?
Grim Ghost. That's fine where it is, actually.
Okay, Grim and Vampire to you. All righty, RDV.
All right, Vicky being the best, Ghost being the worst.
All righty, and I'm looking at these, and to me, Vampires is the best, and the Grim Ghost is the worst. Going to the chat, 8s, Vicky is the best, Vampires is the worst. Remember, that's all I need are the best and the worst. Vicky is the best, Ghost, Vampire is the worst.
Oh, did Amy vote?
Oh,
Amy
did
list?
the Lesters? I thought we were not listening to women on this round. That's what you said.
Oh,
right?
I didn't say that. You said that in the chat.
Oh, okay. Amy and
Okay.
Melissa, what do you think? Best and worst of the 8s?
Huh. I guess technically Vicky is the best of what it's supposed to represent, but I think Vampires is maybe a little more interesting.
Okay.
So I guess I would put Ghost at the worst, though it's fine. Or I guess the least favorite.
Okay, so I've got you down for Vampires being best, Grim Ghosts for being worst.
Sure.
Okay, Melissa.
I think I'll go with Vicky being the best, Ghost being the worst.
Alrighty. Okay, and going back, let's see. Jackson says Vicky and Vicky Ghost Vampires. So Vicky is the best, Vampires is the worst, and then we have Ethereal, Vicky best, Vampires worst. Alrighty. Next up is Henry with Ghost best, Vicky last. Alrighty. And then Henry says Grim Ghost best. What? Nope. Bad Comics. Vampires best. Vicky worst. Alrighty. And then Maranya. Vicky best. Ghost worst. Okay. And Ghost best. Vampires worst. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I dig the fact that we have been including the last time and this time we've been including you guys. It's makes it a little more clear as I'm writing them down on this 9 one. I'm just going to write down what people are.
I'm glad we're including the Lesters on this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
The chat.
Okay. Once again, I judge it by the difference between how many good versus how many bad. Not the best. Holy Toledo. Okay, I did not expect this. But the best with 6 good votes and 3 bad votes is Vicky.
No, that's probably right. Yeah.
And then let's see. Then the second one, or the last, I should say, had 6. Oh, sorry. 4 to 6, 3 to 4. Oh, which one is 4 to 6? I guess would be the worst, and that's Grim Ghost. All righty. Let me put up the number 9 up there so everybody knows we're starting on the 9s. In the meantime, Eric, what's your favorite and least favorite of the 9s?
Favorite is Brute. Least favorite is Wolf.
Okay. Well, hold on. Are you guys still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Favorite is Brute. Least favorite is Wolf. Okay, RDV, what do you say?
Oh my gosh. Let me look at these again. Favorite is Kid Cody. And Tarantula is the worst.
Okay. Kid Cody is the best for you, and Tarantula is the worst. Okay. And Lester Sisters, best and worst. Oh, and guys in the chat, by all means, please give in your votes.
Let's see. I guess it's kind of. I'm trying to decide either between Phoenix or Wolf for favorites. They're different kinds of covers, but they're both kind of cool. I guess I'll say Wolf
Guys,
for favorite.
I'm not online according to what.
And let's see. Least favorite, I guess. I guess I don't know. Either maybe Brute or Demon Hunter. I guess.
Which one do you think is? Which one did you think is the best?
Oh, I think maybe Wolf. I guess it's a funny thing to say, but it's got the cool RUSs and seems like kind of.
Okay.
Although that Phoenix was really cool too.
I'd go
Okay,
for I'll
Wolf
go
is the best.
Yeah. Least favorite.
And what is okay? Okay, hold on, Amy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What do you think is the better of the covers?
Wolf. What? Oh,
All right,
between which?
and what do you think is the worst?
Least favorite of the nines is probably I don't know, maybe I guess it would I think Brute is better drawn, Demon Hunter is more interesting. So that's hard to say. Like that one's got Rule of Cool, this one's got better structure, but those would be I don't know.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Okay, which one's Brute, which one's Hunter?
Which one's Hunter?
Yeah. Your favorite? Do you have a least favorite?
Between the two.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
well,
can
at
pick.
least with the Demon Hunter, you know, you're cheering for the good guy and everything. That's kind of
That's true. Okay, so Brute. Okay, so I'll say favorite is Wolf. Least favorite is I guess Brute.
All right, Melissa.
Okay, drawing.
Okay, so
Here you go.
thank you. I think my favorite is Phoenix.
All right.
Least favorite.
I know, right?
It's very easy to.
I know because they are
I'll go with
good
Brute
covers.
too.
Okay.
Brute.
Hmm?
All right. I'm going Demon Hunter is the better one. And let's see of these, the least favorite of these has to be the Wolf. All right. That said, let's go to the chat. And Kid is the best. Brute is trash. Okay.
You forgot me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Go on ahead, man. I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
it's all right. Well, I know exactly what. For me, Demon
Oh,
Hunter.
right.
For me, Demon Hunter is the best, and the worst is Brute for me.
Okay. And then Bad Comics says Morlock is the best and Tarantula is the worst. All righty. And Tarantula is the worst. Okie dokes. Henry says Demon Hunter best, Tarantula worst. All righty. And Brian, best Wolf, worst Phoenix. Okay, Destructor best, Phoenix worst, says Jackson. Alrighty. And Phoenix. And then we have Maranya best, Kid Cody, worst is Morlock. Alrighty.
All over the place with this one, huh?
Oh,
I
I know.
know,
It's going to be very close here because, yeah, we're all over the place. Tales of Evil is the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All titles have made it onto the thing here. Warlock. Morlock, I guess you're meaning, is the worst. Okay, so this is what we got. It's really tight here. Because once again, it's got to be the difference between how many good votes versus how many bad votes.
Alrighty.
And this is what we've got. The worst. Oh, hold on. I got to count them from the best.
From like 8, 9.
What is? Say again.
You're still on 9.
We're doing the nines, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the nines.
I left. I had to run.
Yeah, it's so all
All right, you have a good one if you got to go, man.
No, I had a bio break.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, with three positives and no negatives
Really?
is Demon Hunter.
All right.
Oh, nice.
If my computer would let me. There you go.
There's so
Okay,
many
next up.
Yeah, it's funny.
Let's see. Do we have a 2 positives, no negatives? We don't. But we do have 2, 3, 1 positives, no negatives. 3 of them. So I'm going to use my power of ownership here. And let's see. And we're going to put them in Destructor. And you could say these are a tie just to, you know, but we got Destructor.
That was a
Gales,
good cover. Yeah.
and Kid Cody. There we go. All righty. And then for, let's see, that was 1-1. Those are the break evens. Then we had 2 and 2. And that is Wolf. All righty. Next up, this is where we're basically going to the down votes. Let's see, doing that, and it is 1 and 2, and that is Phoenix. Then we had do we have what else? What else? Oh, another 1 and 2 would be Morlock. And then we had a 1 and 4 with the Brute. And then we have nothing nice to say, but we'll give 3 bads to the Tarantula. So there you go. That's the 9s. That was the hard one. This one's going to be an easy one. All righty. Let's start with you, MK. Death Squad or Battle Tales, and everybody else can vote as well. Let me get the 10s.
Okay. Oh man. Pretty. Wow, this one's actually a little tough. I
Yeah,
think.
they're both great.
Yeah, definitely both great. I guess I'll keep it as is, just because it's got a pretty lady, and it's just, you know, like a hostage situation. So yeah, I'll go with that.
And you're just into that kind of thing. All righty. We got one for best being Battle and worst being Blaze. Okay, Eric, what do you say?
I'll leave it the way it is.
All righty. RDV?
Leave it the way it is.
Okay. How about the ladies? Battle Tales or Death Squad?
Oh my goodness. Do you have a preference?
I think it's good the way it is.
Okay. Melissa says Battle and Battle best, Blaze worst. What about Amy?
I think they're both good. I do kind of almost have to give like a little bit extra for the guy who has his hat flying off while he runs. So,
All right. Okay, so we've got 1 for Blaze, and this time, I've got to say the one that I was really impressed with was the detail involved in the battle. So I've got to join that crowd.
oh, it's
All
great
right.
for sure.
And then we have Blaze best, Striker worst as far as wait. Okay.
I don't see the words Blaze or Striker on either of those.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Which one was Blazing? Because Striker was Death Squad,
It's Death Squad, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Battle Tales, and then there was
All right.
Striker, Death Squad.
Okay, and it was the Striker is the worst, the Battle Tale is the best. Okay, Hawk best says Hawk.
That's Sergeant Hawk.
Sergeant Hawk. Okay.
Battle Tales.
Making things difficult with me, man. I've got him written down as Striker. Okay, 10, despite the poorly drawn tank, best is Death Squad. Alrighty. Let's see. Savage Combat Tales is the best, says Bad Comic Reviews. And let's see. Battle Tales is the best, says Maranya. And Battle Tales Death Squad is Michael Taylor. And then we have Good Night All, Stay Safe. That's not one of the titles there, Brian. But you take care, man. Stay safe. Guys, this is a clear winner. We've got 3 positive on the striker, and right now we're sitting at 9 for the Battle Tales. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is your top 15. We have Devilina at number 15. Number 14 is Grim Ghost. 13, Planet of the Vampires. 12, Vicky, number 1. 10, whatever title leads to the tarantula. 9, the Fruit. It's more like 2001. 7 is the Phoenix. 6, really? No, that can't be right. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 7 is Wolf the Barbarian. 6 is Kid Cody. 5, Tales of Evil. 4, Destructor. 3, Demon Hunter. 2, Death Squad. And 1 is the Battle Tales. Awesome stuff.
You notice that the war covers at the top?
War and horror are very popular covers.
Well, I didn't see any horror books on there. There was one Devilina. That was the bottom.
Although, oddly enough, Vault of Horror remains one of the least watched videos we've ever done. I'm actually kind of shocked.
When you throw a bunch of women in a vault, who wants to read that?
All right.
Well, you know, maybe if we do another one, it'll be a different story. You do realize, this probably adds a little fun to the end of it, but when you're doing the cumulative scores to like decide which is like 14 through 1, wouldn't the total amount of votes really be the most accurate way to do it? Because that makes
because people jump in, and as it was said by RDV, people take body function breaks, and so we've never. You have. It's not so much how many people are listening in or watching; it's how many people are participating. And sometimes it's just somebody doesn't participate because they got a phone call or something like that. As far as when we're tallying. Yeah, when we're tallying, it's also different, I think, because we put in our scores, but then when you have those little boxes and they're side by side, it's like, wait a second, now I'm looking at this way. I like this one better than that one, and so forth. So it's I like that. But yeah, it is. There's a lot more, and then of course the scoring versus the placement is always different as well, and sometimes. Definitely when it came to like Sensation Comics and the Patriot Comics, the winner kind of, it surprised me. The War Comics did that a lot. When I was making the list for the War Comics to record, I remember us praising the heck out of some covers that end up lower. That's why I really try to discourage, what's that called? Contrarians. Because that can really affect.
Okay, I understand, but I'm saying, like, if one of the 10s was voted on by 10 people, and say it got 90, and another one had 15, like an aggregate of that. But because I said it kind of forces what you actually voted for to matter throughout the entire process.
I guess it does, but at the end of the night, if we did it that way, then it's me looking at a paper and doing math rather than everybody voting. And it's kind of fun that way.
How about if you do math and we'll just make fun of you while you do it, and then we can all participate that way?
That would still be entertaining, and I would be up for that. So long, I care about the show. So long as everybody's having fun, I'm fine. Most of the people who've been watching this channel have been watching it for a long time now. Thank you very much to the new people who have jumped in and probably are just now getting all the inside jokes. But a 9.8 would beat out a 9.6.
A 2 should officially be changed to 9 yikes and counting.
I know, right? That's what we got to change it to. That being said, I did make a promise. And like I have fun now doing this, by the way. showing off the ones that I thought didn't make, I did not choose. So by all means, let's show off the rejects. And I already got land based for this first one. So, but here we go. This was Planet of the Vampires #1,
Wow.
and this is Broderick
Lamb-basted.
and Adams.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is Iron Jaw #1.
Iron Jaw. Okay.
I do kind of
This-
feel cheated that we did not have any Iron Jaws at all in tonight, though.
He did not have great covers.
I would have
Not
loved
even
to have heard Amy, talk about that jaw.
Yeah, right. This is the other Devilina character,
What do you
and I don't know I don't know what this guy is. I thought this just looked
Oh.
muddled and confused.
Even more so, huh? Yeah.
think?
And then, of course, now you got the damn near looks naked chick on her knees in
I thought it was an elf girl at first.
in a submissive position. Even
That one gives me
this is
death row.
Gothic Romances, which almost made it
Why was that in? That should have been it.
because of
Ooh.
all the words blocking the beautiful art.
Tears?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a 10
And
right
then-
there.
The Hands of the Dragon. They're
Kung Fu
Shang-Chi. From the Holocaust of an atomic explosion comes the toughest kung fu fighter of them all.
That would have been gross because of feet.
This is the other Iron Jaw that I was considering. And I like this because the guy's wearing the reptile masks getting axed by Iron Jaw. This one, this one went in and went out, went in and went out. It's John Target Manstalker. I just love the colors on this one.
Yeah.
This is issue #3.
Got big balls on this guy.
Wait, it's a guy who's in Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
This is Morlock 2001 Midnight Bid.
Oh,
Morlock
wow.
2001 issue 3. And yeah, this one almost made it as well. I thought the main focus of this is the dead creature on the ground rather than the guys I don't know who we're rooting for.
Well, I think that might be the creature from before. It's the same guy. It's a
Oh,
Morlock.
maybe, yeah.
It's kind of cool though.
Where's Neil Lomax? There he is.
Here's
Yeah.
police action featuring Lomax, Luke Malone, Manhunter.
Another 10.
I know, right?
Look at that Gwen Stacy blonde.
Yeah, like the
And
girl
then we
tied up.
have
That's a good
issue
detail.
#2 of Lomax. Both
Wow.
issues were up for consideration.
These should have been all the covers.
You know
Sorry.
what? The thing is I can only do 15.
Issue 4
Yeah,
would have been
15.
one. Would have been Luke Malone yeeting
And-
Lomax and taking over the book.
And I'm not about to do, and I wanted to do, I'm not going to do double ups and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Sergeant
that's
Stryker's
cool.
Death Squad #2.
Is there 15 of the Lomax books, whatever?
Oh, so he's fighting Wolverine.
Then we had the,
squad's getting clobbered.
then we had the Brute #2. The Brute #3.
He came in like a wrecking
Punisher
ball.
versus the Hulk, man.
The Hooper issue #2.
Fucking ball.
Oh, I think I heard Pooper.
Scorpion #1.
Power shaking.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, get over here.
Scorpion #2 or #3, excuse me.
If only they could have found some shelf space.
Yep.
I know, right?
And then we have Tiger Man #3.
One of those Tiger Man covers, he looks like his face is melting. That would have been another.
Yeah, that
Then
definitely
is
looks
next up is Vicky #2.
like
Let's go, folks. We've been watching these lovebirds long enough. I took movies. We'll show them at our national convention. And of course, they're like, wait, what? And then we have Vicky #4. How's business, Vicky? I can't complain. And then the other girls down, marking down her kisses.
Yeah.
And her herpes, by the way. Okay. So, and then we had, wait, did I skip just this? Then we had Wolf the Barbarian #4.
Cool.
And that was all the rejects. So there you
That's
go.
good job, though.
Yeah. But the
Thank
thing
you.
is I keep a hold of them. And this is part of why I need to get more space. I need a terabyte or something, external hard drive so I can get the comic books off and my videos off the thing, and I could save these pictures because I keep them around because who knows, we're gonna start doing go backs.
Yeah, you could always have reject night, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we'll go back and do these again. Let's see. Vampires #1 is still confusing because the title is misleading. It should be Vampire Hunter in Space, given the people on the cover. Pablo Marcos, Iron Jaw says Henry. Let's see. Hey, you're looking at them now, so no worries. These were all 9s and 10s except for Tiger Man and Scorpion cover stolen from Spider-Man vs. Kingpin, Ramita Sr. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there. So, but I can only do 15, and I don't. If I'm doing a thing like this, I don't want to double up where I'm doing 2 Scorpions or 3. You know, and I don't. If we're gonna double back, I don't want to do all the iconics or all the best because I want something cool for the next one.
Well, I was gonna say if there's enough for each of those titles, do 15 of each, 15 of the Scorpion, 15.
No book lasts longer than 4 issues.
Oh, okay.
The company only lasted 4 months.
Whoa.
As it is, if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have to go through this, but I would have to eliminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these books for a second round of Atlas.
Here's what you do:
Yes.
you include the Gothic romance with the Kirby romance. Put them where they belong.
Yeah. But there you go, gang. Let's see what's coming up tomorrow. Of course, we have the auction. I was showing off the books earlier. You know, some awesome stuff like Dynamite. I got Supergirl and some Spider-Woman, some anthological stuff for tomorrow, as well as some $1 and 2s and 3s and 5s. So please join us 8 o'clock for the auction. I need the money. So please help out. At least this way you get something for it. Yeah, because I've been sending the stuff, I haven't bought a collection in a long time. I made a bid like I used to, and we got a bit of an overhead this week. So please join us tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Then on Sunday, what are we doing? We are doing Heroes Losing It covers. And if you have any suggestions for Heroes Losing It,
Heroes go mad, pretty much.
please help. Because I am looking. I think I did find 15.
Like I said, I sent you that site before. Yeah, is this the second time we've done this now?
No, we haven't done these covers. It's just that we're about to do them, and I was gathering stuff, and I'm going through titles. Like I went through all of the Batman, looking for the Batman Losing It covers. I went through Superman. I went through Action Comics. I went through Green Lantern. I went through Flash. I went through the Avengers. I went trying to find the super. I don't want to do that. I want, if you guys have an idea, because when I would look at, I actually would Google superheroes losing it, and then it's just superheroes that lose on covers, not like and then I would look up superheroes going crazy. Nothing. Okay.
I gave you that
superheroes
website
crying. That got me a couple of them.
I gave you that website again. There's 2 Spider-Man covers where he's being tricked into thinking he's seeing things. There's that one.
Yeah, send me it, because I'm looking for. Here's what I'm looking for: an over-exaggeration. It can't just be somebody looking determined. It has to be an over-exaggeration of emotion. It could be sadness. It could be anger. It could be just depression. But it's got to be an over-exaggeration of that.
Depends how far you want to go into. Injustice probably has a cover, probably.
I got to get up early tomorrow morning, so I'm going to bow out now. So see you tomorrow.
Say hello to Wes for me.
I'm driving Gail to work tomorrow, so I have to get up early as well.
Yeah.
Not fun, because she goes to work at 6.
You want heroes, not just heroes, not villains. So like I say,
just heroes.
Joker one way is the crazy color too.
Yeah, I know. It's just the heroes.
The Green Lantern. There's a Thor cover where he goes kind of mad. It's just Captain America.
Send it along.
I have.
I've got 15, so I do have a show.
I was gonna say it should be in your DMs. I sent it a long time ago.
In the DMs on Twitter.
If it's not in DMs on Twitter, it's in the sports ball earlier, about today. So I sent you a URL.
Because I saw a couple of the suggestions.
And the Green Lantern was part of the ones. It shows like 10 or 15 covers on that link. It's a website.
Yeah. Yeah, Justice definitely has something, I'm sure, with that.
Well, yeah, because with the death thing, if Lois Lane, I'm sure he goes crazy. It's gonna be on one of the covers. I mean,
yeah, something. I think I recall something.
Yeah.
I know there's one I think where it's just him, like just in the shadows with his eyes. He's pretty much like, I'm evil now.
Yeah, I don't see if you can send it because.
So if you go into sports ball, you just scroll through it. It's right above Astrobots here, and there's two things I talk about it.
Astrobots.
Keep going up, because you'll see the last ones was your link, then it's Astrobots. You go past his 3 posts up there, 4 posts, and then you see mine, and then you'll see I have cover to cover Superheroes Gone Mad. Send it around 7:24 p.m.
Okay, there's a World's Finest.
There's a bunch. Yeah.
Oh, all I got was a World's Finest.
There's Batman with a street jacket.
Okay,
Batman.
hold on. Maybe I'm okay.
Batman's
I'm not.
There's Batman 327 from 1980.
Yeah, I got the straight jacket one. Well, okay, where is the? What are you? Resend it. I don't know because I looked at Ajax straight jacket, and it took. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, cool. Actually, I've got some of these, but I'm gonna add
Sure.
some more. Yeah.
You get some
That's awesome.
because the Howard the Duck one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Well, hey. Mute your mic if you're going to the bathroom, okay?
I know, right? Okay, there you go. Anyway, join us for the auction tomorrow, and then on Sunday when we do Heroes Going Mad, and Monday we're going to be taking off. The football season started. We're losing LK and Eric, so we're gonna be taking Monday and Thursday off.
Sports games.
And then, of course, we take Saturday off for the auction, and we're going to be doing these on Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So Sunday is Heroes Losing It. Tuesday will be the Savage She-Hulk. Wednesday is going to be Adam Hughes covers, and next Friday will be the Marvel family. And then next Sunday will be the Twilight Zone, and
Marvel.
that will end this.
Marvel's in the Captain Marvel, the family, right? Or you mean Marvel, Miss Marvel family? Right?
Ms. Marvel, yeah. Captain Marvel family.
Oh, Captain Marvel. Okay, got you. Yeah. I always think like two families, like the DC Marvel family and the Marvels. Yeah.
The actual family, yeah.
Yeah. How was that movie?
Alrighty.
You See No Evil? Good.
See No Evil,
did
or
you see
Speak
that,
No
or-
Evil. Yeah, that was actually
Speak No
pretty
Evil.
good. I enjoyed that.
I prefer the Kane with Kane.
But yeah, that was See No Evil. This is Speak No Evil. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Hi, everyone.